7 to 63. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
The Parker Bird Show.
Former NC State basketball coach Mark Gottfried.
You know, Parker, I haven't turned my back on my faith, but there are times I feel like I've really drifted away. And when I speak to groups, a lot of times I use the example of, if you take a compass and you look at a shattered compass, and that's kind of sometimes the example of our moral compass. And there are times where I feel like mine has been shattered. And the key is, how do you restore it? The drifting away from who I was at my core probably hurt me more than anything.
The Parker Bird Show, exclusively on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube.
Hey, O's fans, get ready to cheer on the Orioles as they face the Texas Rangers at Oriole Park at Camden Yards on Wednesday, June 25th at 6:35. Arrive early. The first 15,000 fans will receive an Orioles Pride jersey. The 2025 Pride jersey features a rainbow bird and Orioles logo on the front with Pride printed across the back. Come out for a fun-filled evening at the yard and enjoy an action-packed game of Orioles baseball. Get your tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
Hyundai Ioniq 9 is a 3-row electric SUV with lots of space. Advanced tech sometimes in your mind means no space. Guess what? That is incorrect. Over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and lots of space. A 3-row electric SUV. The all-new Hyundai Ioniq 9, space in an EV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. EPA estimated range for Ioniq 9 based on a fully charged battery for comparison purposes only. Actual range will vary based on several factors. Jarrell in Texas, let's get him in before things wrap up. What's up, sir?
Hey, how you doing there, Rick?
What's on your mind? We've got about 2 minutes left.
Hey,
Thanks for holding on this whole time.
I'm gearing up for this Commander season. I need that WL schedule.
Okay, win-loss in Texas. Commanders fan in Texas.
In Texas.
Wow.
100 miles from AT&T Stadium. I've been waiting on TJ to get his win and loss, but he's been procrastinating.
I agree.
don't know if he's waiting on the Michael
Maybe,
Parsons deal.
did I say your name properly, Jarrell? Correct?
Yes, you did.
All right, here we go.
Jane Daniels a few
What
times
happens week 1 against the Giants at home?
That is an automatic W, man.
Okay.
Russell Wilson on it. That's automatic. We'll take that. Jane Daniels is going to get his MVP season started off.
All right, I've got about a minute and a half left. So win or loss at the Green Bay Packers on a Thursday night.
That's a W.
2-0 home for the Raiders.
That's a dub. Easy.
3-0 at the Falcons.
We beat them last year. We're beating them again this year.
4-0 at the Chargers.
I'll give us our first L on that. It's on the road.
Home for the Bears on a Monday night.
Easy win.
Easy win. 5-1 at the Cowboys there in Texas.
Oh, me and my brother Gerard will be at that game with our jerseys on. That's a W.
6-1 at the Chiefs on a Monday night.
Oh, man, we're going to take a loss on that Monday night. I'm going to be honest with you.
6-2 home for the Seahawks.
Easily W. Bobby Wagner game. We're going to win now.
That's true. 7-2 home for the Lions.
Oh, man, I think they're going to get their get back on it, so that's going to be an L most likely.
7-3 against the Dolphins in Madrid, Spain.
Oh, first game in Madrid, that's a W easily. We're taking that one.
8-3 off the bye, home for the Broncos. I got 30 seconds left. Let's whip through it.
Broncos, W.
At the Vikings.
W.
At the Giants.
Win streak, W.
Home for the Eagles on a Saturday.
Whew. That's a win. I'm going to give us a win home game.
Home for the Cowboys on Christmas.
We sweeping the division here. That's another W. Sorry, TJ.
And at the Eagles.
I'm going to take an L on that one.
Great open house. You going to put in an offer?
Nah. I'm just here for the hors d'oeuvres. I could never afford the down payment.
Well, you know Navy Federal Credit Union offers a home buyer's choice loan with no down payment options, right?
They do? That's incredible.
Sorry, what?
A homebuyer's choice loan can open the door to home ownership. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Terms and conditions apply. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to approval and eligibility requirements. Learn more at NavyFederal.org.
Another checkup? Why are so many people getting new puppies?
Dr. Kim's veterinary office is littered with cuteness.
We are booked solid for weeks, but who can say no to a puppy, right? Oh, good boy.
She needs to find extra vet techs to get those pups some extra love.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, candidates can find it easier, so you can hire easier. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Make things happen this year with a new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Want to make your day better? Order a large original crust one-topping pizza from Papa John's for only $9.99. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points from your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
Celebrate comfort, style, and savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Red, White, and Recline event. Declare your independence from high prices and shop Greenville's biggest and best selection of in-stock furniture and custom orders. Get comfortable and save on beautiful, stylish sofas, sectionals, and recliners. Then buy any regular price Motion Furniture item and get the second with an extra 40% off. Buy any Beauty Rest or Helix mattress, get a free Motion Base upgrade. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Spring has officially sprung. Time to trade in those winter blues for blooming flowers, sunny days, and maybe even a new home. If spring cleaning just isn't cutting it and you're ready for a fresh start, contact ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate to find your next perfect home. Buying or selling, now's the time to make your perfect move. Get started today at encpiraterealty.com. ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. We close the deal or someone walks the plank. ARG. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate Nation! again, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
The pitch. Gunner rips this into right field, a base hit. Around third base is Jackson Holliday. The throw in from Perez is cut off, and we're tied at 1. Gunner comes through, and he caps off a terrific at-bat, and it's a 1-1 ball game.
Catch all the O's action right here on Pirate Radio, your home of the Baltimore Orioles. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you? The little guy.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, Chuck.
Come on, Chuck. I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Hold on, you'll read it what?
Verbatim.
Verbatim? How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim.
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim is verbatim. That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Nope. None. No. There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
It is a hot one today, but nice and cool inside the Pirate Radio studios. Welcome in to another week of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM. In Greenville, 104.1. In Washington, we're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, where we are live for the next 3 hours, taking your comments, your thoughts on things wrapping up in Omaha, NBA Finals, done and dusted, Stanley Cup Final, done and dusted. So it's MLB football previews, and we'll always find something to talk about here on Pirate Radio Live each and every weekday with you here on Pirate Radio. We've got Shirley Rhodes back, as West Week was a major success. But great to have Shirley back. In the chair, we got J-Bone, Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone, here on the program. We got Mark back in town. We got left side, strong side, and the big boss man, Jonathan Ellerbe, head of the table. What's up, gentlemen?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome back, Shirley and Mark. Good to see you. Has it been tough to look through the glass and not see our West Week had to come to an end, huh?
Well, Shirley is like that blanket where if things are going wrong, you always can count on her to fix things, whereas Wes is like the opposite of that, where if things are going right, you're a little nervous that something may go a little haywire. But West Week was awesome.
It was except the last segment of the
well, he kind of forgot the last segment of the last show of West Week. He forgot how to produce Pirate Radio Live.
It was
par for the course.
It was fun going through the Monday and Tuesday show, pulling clips for the best of West. And, like, a lot of the times you just hear me in the background be like, no, Wes, it's over here.
Oh, yeah, I love when we call for clips and Wes gives you his inner monologue of,
yeah.
All right, hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Wait, nope,
and
that's
then
not it.
He would play the wrong one and blame you. It's like, your cues are terrible.
Wes, he'll be back at some point. But, man, we played, 2 editions of Are You Smarter Than Wes?
Yeah.
He went 0 for 2, but good effort. But, man, had a lot of fun. Coming up on today's show, we'll talk to Double B at Brian Bailey, see what his sports focus is this time of the year. Also, Justin Hardy, he only had 1 catch. It was pretty brutal weather conditions, not great for passing, but the Ottawa Red Blacks get their first win of the year. So we'll talk to Justin following his team's first W and get an update on what's going on in the CFL. And also Colby Wallace will join us. We'll get an update on some summer ball. Colby up in the Northeast, and we'll talk to him about what he is doing this summer. So we got all that coming up and more on today's edition of the program.
Love the Ethan Norby update last week. He was good on the program, and then also just a awesome little promo we did on social media with you guys celebrating Norby style after the show.
Yeah, so I told Ethan, I was like, man, I've got an idea. It's kind of dumb, but bear with me. And he was like, all right, what you got? And I explained it to him, and he was like, yeah, all right, let's do it. So then we did our segment on the air, which was great, our Q&A, which you can find on YouTube if you missed it. And I didn't even say anything. Right when we said, all right, we'll be back after this, Ethan said, all right, I'm ready to do that video. Like, he was very excited about it. So anytime we can get somebody to buy in like that, it makes it even more fun. I even texted him on Saturday and said, thanks for doing that video. It turned out great. And he said, yeah, man, it was really funny. So thank you for playing along, Ethan.
Very cool.
But don't take his move.
Yeah, don't take his move. And we see a lot of emotion out of Ethan Norby on the mound. And I remember when I was training J-Bone at the beginning of the season, I was like, if there's 2 outs and 2 strikes and Ethan Norby's on the mound, make sure you have your camera ready because he is going to show some fire. And he did that a lot this year, especially in the Conway Regional.
Great coaching and great execution, guys.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite videos to get.
You got to be on your toes with Ethan Norby.
Yeah.
Chandler, you look hot.
Dude, it's really hot outside.
No, I mean, you look attractive.
Oh, really?
No, I meant you look hot.
Oh.
Yeah, speaking of hot, I went to Holt Naylor's wedding on Saturday.
Oh, and it was outside?
It was an outdoor festivity, but an indoor reception, which was great. But great ceremony. Congratulations to QB1 Holt Naylor's and his new wife, Grace. It was great seeing a lot of former Pirates. Also saw Donnie Kirkpatrick down there. It's the first time I've ever been to a wedding and profusely just cried out of my forehead because I was just sweating the whole time. And then Brian Bailey was down there. We had a nice bumblebee fly by me and Meador. We kind of tag team and knocked that out. But it was a beautiful setting in Spring Lake, North Carolina, and certainly congratulations to Holton as he is now a married man and had a lot of other great Pirates down there. It was just kind of cool looking around and seeing all the guys reminisce and the brotherhood that they have of East Carolina football. I saw Jack Powers, one of the original guys on the Holt Naylor show, and he was talking to Coach Kirkpatrick about, man, what the difference was of like when he came to East Carolina from Nevada and just the relationships he has through East Carolina is like tenfold to what he had with his teammates and stuff in Nevada, and was really bragging on just all the little relationships and the little things that makes East Carolina so special.
I asked Bailey, was it a mini football reunion down there? And he said it was. Looking at pictures, the star of the wedding to me was Brian Meador's hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a snappy dresser.
I've got to get Meador on to ask him about his hat. I was trying, how I describe it, just kind of like a Payne Stewart hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what those are called. If there's an official word for it.
Google that up, Jason.
It's not a fedora, right?
No.
Okay.
That's a former Southern Miss coach.
I don't even know where I would start with the Google search.
They're called scally caps.
Scally.
Everybody's hammering the Google.
C-A-L-L-Y.
Yeah, no. A flat cap, also known as
flat cap,
or scally cap,
or
yeah.
ivy cap.
What is Payne Stewart's hat called? Scally cap or driving cap? Okay. When you drive, you need to wear that cap.
You need to get one on the way home.
Looking back, I mean, in like the old New York City movies, like Taxi Driver, all the guys wearing those hats.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Who do you think would look the best if we all put one on right now?
Probably Mark.
I can see Mark being a scally cap.
He's
Mark or
definitely a flat
Shirley.
cap guy.
Mark or Shirley.
Okay.
Shirley's a bucket head person.
Yeah.
I am definitely
Bucket
a bucket hat.
Chandler's a bucket head.
Yeah.
Shirley's bucket hat.
Sorry.
Will a scally cap even fit on my head?
Yes.
New soundbite alert. Was that AI, Shirley? Because, by the way,
No.
I do pay for AI.
I pay for AI.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to find
I just
that.
want people to know that I do.
That one?
I do pay for.
I pay for AI.
You're going to hate me.
We asked him a question. He said, well, you're going to hate me.
We asked him his favorite.
Bryce asked him what his hobby was.
Yeah.
And you're going to hate me. And then after 15 minutes of him talking, Clip's like, yeah, I do hate you, Wes.
Yeah.
I pay for AI.
It was in the first 10 minutes of the show on Monday of when he said, what did you ask him, Chandler?
Sushi. I was like, how many sushi have you ate in one sitting? And he said, let's see, 6 times 4 is 20. and J-Bone, you hear J-Bone say, that's actually 24. He said, yep.
Yeah. Definitely West Week greater than Shark Week.
Yeah.
And more deaths. 3 people passed away.
Yeah. There's people that ripped their stomachs open from laughing so hard last week.
My mom did have surgery, and she's like, I had to turn it off. Like, I could not listen to Wes anymore. I was laughing too much. The stitches were about to burst.
Could be dangerous.
I pay for AI.
The passion in his voice.
Yeah.
I paid for AI. If you want to get passion out of Wes, talk about AI and then talk about hotel prices. $160.
Can you see
I'm the idiot.
Can you see the cops coming over to us, sir? Did you steal this AI?
I pay for AI.
I pay for AI.
Is this pirated AI, sir?
Robert.
I pay for AI.
Says, good afternoon, Pirate Radio Live gang. Hello, Robert.
What's up, Robert?
Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Help the bear!
Jerry also says, welcome back, Shirley. Hope you had a nice vacation.
I did.
Lane says, can somebody check on the Mets? Because they got bullied by the Phillies. Not even at full strength. The Mets.
Soto sucks.
Mets Braves back at it again tonight. Good, because we can't beat the Marlins, but we can certainly beat the Mets. Jamie says, second worst moment of my sports life last night. Couldn't go any worse with the injury. Shed some tears. Did you really cry? When was the last time y'all cried when your team lost? It's been a while for me.
Super Bowl.
About every week.
Every week you shed a few tears?
Yeah.
At the Buck? Not on camera, though. Okay. Because a man is not supposed to cry on camera, according to Jared Watkins.
Look.
Correct.
Speaking of the Tyrese Halliburton injury, why did ESPN keep showing that?
They love to do that.
They did it so many times, man, and it's like, dude, stop. You saw his muscle.
Yeah.
And his calf just pop, boom. And they were like, I want to show that again.
I bet people love that.
Good thing Thosman didn't happen this day and age.
Yeah, really.
Let's go to the replay.
Alex says, great week with Wes last week. I laughed several times.
Several?
Several. I had several laughs. Ha. Terry says, let's rage. Joel says, any more best of Wes for today? No, but
nope.
We've got more. We'll have more coming up at some point. Maybe in the best of. PJ says, hey.
Oh, my minute.
Hey.
Joe says, imagine Cliff Godwin getting tossed in the first inning of his first College World Series. So, Shirley, I saved that coach. I did not tell you. If you could play that for me. What's his name? Kevin Schnall.
Yeah, big fan.
Kevin!
He had some... he is a great post-game interview.
Yes.
As we learned down in Conway.
He's a great communicator.
That he is. And was great yesterday as well, talking about his ejection and the umpire of him bowling over an umpire as well.
Yeah.
He said he's not responsible for a grown man's athleticism.
That he
I
did
shouldn't
say.
be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
Let's hear his whole cut, Shirley.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm almost there.
After the game.
Was the argument with the umpire of whether to pay or not to pay for AI? Is that what the big argument was?
I pay for AI.
You're out. You're out of here.
Sir, you're arguing if you paid for AI. You're gone.
Clearly in the bylaws, you are not allowed to do
I
that.
pay for AI.
I got it.
All right, here we go.
Now, as a head coach, I think it is your right to get an explanation of why we got warned. And I'm 48 years old. I shouldn't get shooed by another grown man, right? So when I come out to ask what the warning is, a grown man shooed me. So at that point, I can now hear him say, it was a warning issued for arguing balls and strikes. And at that point, I said, because you missed 3. At that point, ejected. If that warrants an ejection, I'm the first one to stand here like a man and apologize. 2 words that define our program are own it. And what does that mean is you have to own everything that you do. Without blame, without defending yourself, without excuses. If you guys watched the video, there was a guy that came in extremely aggressively, tripped over Campos's foot, embarrassed in front of 25,000, immediately goes 2-game suspension and said, bumping the umpire. Immediately does that. There was no bump. He was embarrassed. I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism. They'll retract it, though, because now it's excessive. And the reason why it's excessive, because I was trying to say, I didn't bump him. It is what it is. But if that warranted an ejection, man, there'd be a lot of ejections. As an umpire, I feel like it's your job to manage the game, the national championship game, with some poise, some calmness, and a little bit of tolerance.
All right. He had me in the second half, not going to lie. The first half of that with the own it stuff, it sounds like he wasn't owning his ejection. He was complaining about it. But everything he said after that, I thought was great. The athleticism line about the umpire, the show a little, patience and all that stuff. Because, look, and I'll use Cliff Godwin as an example because he's the coach I've seen the most in college baseball, but he has a discussion with the umpire just about every game, and some of those involving balls and strikes. I mean, he could be ejected from 25 games a year, if you want to call it to the letter of the law like that, but pretty ridiculous to kick the coach out in that situation.
I was trying to think, and I was sitting there with my son watching the game yesterday, and I was like, and of course, I mean, he's obviously just 16, but I was trying to think, no football coaches ever get thrown out of games, but like in basketball or baseball, had there ever been a playoff scenario or postseason scenario where I've seen a coach like the NCAA tournament? Can you remember a basketball coach getting ejected?
National championship game at that. No,
I
don't.
I can't ever, I'm just trying to think of any, even all of the Bobby Cox era of the playoff games of just I'm just trying to think back of when a coach, it just would have to it never reached that moment where it was the umpire or the coach was out of control. But I just can't think back to and you rarely see a lot of arguments and stuff like that. But just, this is uncharted territory of me. I'm just trying to think of what, if you guys can think of anything, maybe the chat game. Have you ever seen a coach? You rarely even see tees in the postseason play in basketball. It's just.
Well, you mentioned Bobby Cox, Ellerbe. He was ejected twice in the World Series, once in 92, once in 96.
Really? Wow. I don't remember that.
Since then, it has happened one time, and that was Chandler's and Nationals. Dave Martinez ejected for arguing a runner interference call. So it has happened, looking at this list, about 20 times, but only 3 times since 1990.
Wow. Go ahead, J-Bo.
Well, just for it to be bottom of the first in an elimination game.
And
nothing I saw was egregious. Like Clips, I've watched a lot of baseball this season, and that's not even the worst thing I've seen. Not even top 5 worst things I've seen.
The wildest thing I saw was not even that in the first inning. It was what was really crazy was that the umps were in the dog pile with LSU at the end of the game, celebrating. We got to, get chanting SEC.
Right.
That was a little weird.
What's even crazier that I don't think we brought up is that not only did they lose their head coach in the first inning of a game 2 of the national championship, their top assistant,
Palumbo,
is also. And then you got a grad assistant or a volunteer coach coaching first base. He doesn't even have a jersey.
They're Packard.
They got their Packard at first base.
You got a guy like mine and Chandler's age walking out there just I guess one from the bullpen. I don't know. He just looked. Obviously he would be lost in that situation.
What if everybody from Coastal would have just walked off the field and said, "Look, this is BS. We're not playing."
Yeah.
An ABC live national audience right there. It's kind of like, we're protesting this till we can talk to somebody from the higher-ups to see what's going on.
What a terrible look
Yeah,
for it
then
to
the
be
higher-ups-
nationally broadcast on
The higher ups
ABC.
show up, and it's just the SEC.
Yeah,
commissioner.
They roll out Arkansas to play the rest of the game.
We got it, guys. You're good.
Yep.
I mean, this happening in the 5th or 6th inning, we're not talking about this today.
No.
But for it to happen in the first inning, bottom of the first, and you lose your head coach and your top assistant.
Yeah.
What does that say? I mean, how does Coastal players sit in the dugout and go, well, dang, we got to finish this game out, and we just started the game, and we don't have our head coach or our top assistant. So,
All right. Well, done and dusted. Kenny says, what did the umpires tell Coastal Carolina coach? You're done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
You're done and dusted.
I don't know. It was not my idea.
The other umpire, that guy was doing gymnastics.
Dude, it was. I mean, that was the perfect replica of The Rock selling a stunner. I mean, the guy was standing on his head.
Yeah.
I really don't.
And then got up like.
I got to see this replay.
It really-
I have missed all of this.
Oh, dude.
Just the theatrics of it.
Man, it
all.
was
He
so
falls
good.
down and be like, "Oh," yelling bloody murder.
He tripped, but you couldn't see his feet, so it made it look like a flop.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it-
He obviously went to Duke. 'Cause
Yeah.
He flopped. He flopped big time. And then I agree with what the coach said. He got up, was embarrassed, and like, I got to throw somebody out for this.
Yeah.
2 games.
I got to get the attention off me quick. You're out of here.
Yeah.
I thought we were the tougher team.
He was not the tougher ump in that case. All right, let's take a break. Ellerbe, quick state of the Pirate Radio Union address. We got some news coming out Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm going to be back on Tuesday. We're going to have a Pirate Radio party update that's coming your way September 4th at the State Theater. So, of course, join us every day from 3 to 6 here on Pirate Radio Live. But we'll have you a Pirate Radio football kickoff party update on Tuesday afternoon around 4:30. So look forward to that. And 66 days to the football season kicks off. East Carolina, NC State, getting excited about that. Got our Bud Light pregame tailgate back on docket this year. The U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Got the best talent in the business teaming up with us to be a part of our game day and weekday programming. So lots of fun things happening here at Pirate Radio. So stick with us. We'll be dropping some nuggets daily and weekly.
Well, Ellerbe, speaking of football, I did not have this update during the morning meeting, but I have since then. Phil Steele will be starting his radio show hits July 7th, and we're on the books. So
Nice.
Don't have an official day and time yet, but Phil Steele will make his annual appearance coming up on the program when we return from the July 4th break, and we'll get his breakdown of East Carolina.
Best in the business.
Yep, looking forward to that. All right, we'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Wings Over Greenville just spice things up with the all-new chili lime flavor. It's a burst of lime with a kick of heat. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you on. This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and you can kick off the week tonight by testing your sports trivia knowledge with our very own Clip Brock. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays is acoustic night. On Thursdays, you can enjoy singo and karaoke, and of course, get your groove on with the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. For more details, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
I got a fun. I need to start bringing some of these in after we play. I don't, because Jared and Chandler might be there tonight, and maybe some listeners as well, so I don't want to give away answers, but I got a good question. I'll bring it in tomorrow. But I did see this. I won't make it into a question. About 20%, well, I'll read the numbers first. 157 Chicago Cubs have made their debut, MLB debut, since Justin Verlander made his debut July 4th, 2005. 4,747 players have made their debut in that time span. That's 20% of MLB players in the history of baseball have made their debut since Verlander debuted, which tells you about his longevity in the sport.
Yeah.
20 years.
You think about him, Clayton Kershaw, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Nats playing him. He's like, got to be done. He was topping out at like 88, 90 yesterday. It's just sad to see.
That dude y'all got's becoming a star.
James Wood?
Yeah.
Man, he hits bombs, baby.
James Woods?
James Wood.
Not James Woods, although he's kind of active on social media. Isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Oh,
he's into it.
Oh, yeah.
He's into the stuff. Good weekend with my buddy Sean. We had some good communication.
Had great communication.
We're great communicators.
Yes.
And had
he's a great communicator.
Nice text chain during the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I had a great time, man.
And in fact, I got the transcripts for Shirley and Jared. If y'all could read me and my good buddy Chandler's texts from over the weekend. First one coming from Saturday.
You want to come watch the World Series at the Buck with me?
I do, but I also want to sit here and play my golf game.
Go get him, Tiger.
All right, that was Saturday.
Yeah.
That was pretty good communication.
Hey, and I supported you. I said, hey.
I appreciate that.
Go get him. Hey,
and look,
good luck.
I made the right choice. I had one of the greatest rounds of my life. And hit two 20-foot plus putts, which I don't normally do, and chipped into from off the green.
This is Xbox golf, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Online. So Saturday went well.
Yeah.
Sunday,
I'm like,
here's Sunday.
Let's try it again.
I'm going to ask you again. You want to come watch the World Series at the Buck with me?
No, please, no.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. A little shorter and to the point there. I just said no.
No. And I want you to be honest. Like, I don't want you to beat around the bush.
Yeah.
I want you to be straight up and honest.
No.
You just said no, and I said, all right, sounds good. And I didn't text you again the rest of the day.
Nope. And that's the kind of relationship we have.
That's right.
And it was nice talking to you this weekend.
Yeah. Great talking to you, too.
Did not see you, but we shared text exchange.
As long as there's some communicators between Clip and I during the weekend, that's all I need. I just want to see some sort of communication from him.
Sorry for ghosting. Was that you and Jared? How did your Siakam 20-plus points go?
Not good.
Not good.
Yeah, I lost mine too.
Look, I'm not going to cheer for injury, but I was pretty pumped. Not pumped. Pump's the wrong word. I was
elated.
I was optimistic about my Pascal Siakam 20-plus points bet once Halliburton went down.
I would think so.
But then T.J. McConnell and Benedict Mathurin were the ones that took over instead of Pascal Siakam.
More like Benedict Arnold stabbing you in the back.
Yeah.
A little history lesson for you. John, how was baseball at the Buck?
Baseball at the Buck was great. Enjoyed sitting there, having some cold snacks, and hanging out. Oh, I actually did go to Tiebreakers, and thank gosh. So Jenny, it was like, hey, Joe's over at Tiebreakers. Let's go over there. Perfect, because I'm hungry. Man, those wings were hitting the spot. And those spicy bacon wrapped pickles as the appetizer. Man, so good.
I love pickles.
I wish I did like pickles because that sounds good.
Oh,
but once you get to the last part with the pickles, I'm out.
Shirley likes pickles.
I love pickles.
Went to Jimmy John's, and no, not to brag, but I'm a member. So I type in my number.
Yeah.
I'm like VIP.
I've done that the past several times, and they don't tell me. Like, sometimes they'll say, oh, you get a free pickle or get a free chip.
Oh, yeah, you don't get some every time, dude.
I know, but I would think, like, after several times of putting my number in, I would be able to get something.
Well,
buy, sell, trade.
Played against sports. Yeah, I've been offered a free bag of chips or a free pickle like the last 7 times I've gone, and said just save it for next time.
Really?
Save it for my man Chandler.
Yeah.
Today, though, I did get the free chips, but every time they say free pickle, it never excites me. Like, why do I want a free pickle? Pickles should be free anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, like,
Wait, they
here's a
charge
pickle.
extra for the pickles?
This is I think they're talking about a big old giant dill pickle.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
It's big.
But you're right. I could have just got pickles on my sub for free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they acting like it's a bonus for them?
I don't know.
Come on, Skip. It's a free pickle.
I don't know.
Skip.
It's
It's a
not
pickle,
my idea.
Skip.
Exactly. But again, I feel like a lot of things in this world should be. There should be free pickles handed out
Like
at
water,
every street corner.
Water, free.
Yeah. Water is a basic human right, and these demons think they can hoard all the water and sell it. But I digress.
I'm glad you're passionate about that.
I mean, like, come on. You got Nestle just hoarding all the water?
Jerry hates pickles. I'm going to say I hate pickles. I'm not going to say that.
No, I love pickles.
You love pickles.
Oh, yeah.
I tolerate pickles.
I hate them.
You like fried pickles?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Nah. There's so much more things I enjoy that are fried. chicken. Country fried steak.
Yes.
But even like a
dough.
Like a fried mozzarella.
Mozz.
Yeah.
A little mozz.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Jamie says that's pretty cheap to give you a free pickle, no free sandwiches.
You got to work your way there, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point I'll get a freebie.
Yeah, you get like a free Little John.
I think they give you a free, if you're a member, on your birthday, they give you a free sub. Happy birthday to me.
You said it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Guys, what are we going to do the next 2 months from a sports perspective?
I'm glad you didn't say world perspective.
Talk football.
Yeah.
Chandler, you're worried about the bombings going on?
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous.
A little nervous.
Come on.
A little nervous. But anyway, opponent previews. Talk a little
bit
about the opponents on East to cure latest football schedule. Do we do a Survivor? I think.
Well, I mean,
when's the All-Star break? Because we usually do it the Wednesday of the All-Star.
February. Oh, that's NBA.
Are you trying to be funny?
What's wrong with you?
Is this your kind of humor? MLB All-Star Game coming up on July 15th. We usually do it on the day after we could. Maybe we do it and it doesn't take up a whole show. Who are our Wednesday regs? Used to be P. Mace. He really enjoyed it.
K-Dub.
Ken, he enjoys doing it. Maybe if we can get some in-studio folks for like hours.
Zach Kaplan.
Yeah, we'll see if Zach.
Nah, he'll take it way too serious.
Hey, Zach.
Oh, he'll get mad at Clip for something.
Yeah.
I mean,
but just like every sports trivia.
I mean, you're
outing.
voting me off. Like, why? I mean, I've done everything on this island. Like, why are y'all doing that? Like, Zach, you know it's AI, right? And you can't buy it because Wes already did.
All right, fine. Zach Kaplan not in Survivor.
I pay for AI.
AI.
Jamie says Demet's bombing all over the place. Where's Brett? I don't know.
Brett, where are you, Brett?
Where did he say he was working? He was doing
a golf course.
Oh, a golf
course. Is he still doing that?
I don't know.
I don't know. We can.
Why does every Pirate Radio intern go to a golf course? Jamie, what's his name? Joey. Joey did it.
Intern.
He went to a golf course?
Yeah, he was a rules official.
Yeah.
Hoyo de Gloria.
I'm sure Atticus did.
Yeah. Oh, he looks like a golf guy.
Oh,
His
yeah.
dad owns a dealership.
You know who my dad is?
How many times Atticus said? The thing is, Atticus looks like he'd be that guy, but he's really not that
he
guy,
is
pal.
so freaking nice.
He's not that guy, pal. But he is like total frat. My dad owns a dealership.
Yeah.
My dad's a law.
T-shirt.
Even the way he talks.
Like the old school T-shirts and like the.
I got his vintage T-shirt,
like
bruh.
a vintage tee,
Yeah.
and like very short khakis with like maybe some flip flops or just maybe some like dirty dad shoes.
How did I
like
get
some
it?
New Balances.
I mean, you know who my dad is? But
bro,
he's a good guy. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't you hate that though? When like you go in, like you have this perception of somebody, and then they prove you wrong. Like you really want to hate somebody. And then,
No, because we're not all hateful like you are. We're normal. We're nice people.
When it turns out that I like somebody for who they are, then I'm pretty excited about it.
Wait, you don't hate
sit
that?
back and go, I just sit back and like.
I just hate being wrong.
They're like, dude, what's wrong with you, man?
Do you
I
hate?
freaking like the guy.
Do you hate that you like all of us? Like you have to come into work every day with people you enjoy?
No, I don't hate that because I figured that I would like everybody when I came in here.
He drives to work every day and says, God, I hope they're hateful today. God, I hope I hate their guts.
You walk in, Shirley says, hey, and you're like, hey.
I was a fan of the show, so I figured like I like Clip.
Who do
I
you
like
not
Chandler.
like here?
Who do I not like?
Who do you
here?
not like the most?
Oh well, let's see. Probably Wes. No, nah, not Wes. Wes is awesome. I love everybody here, man. It's a fun time. It's good that I have a fun time when I go to work.
That is good because not everybody can say that.
Yeah.
Look, we've all been in jobs we don't enjoy. For Bone, it was waxing those cars.
I didn't wax them.
For me, it was working in the Sears warehouse.
Yeah.
I worked at a hardware store one summer.
For Chandler, it was doing dishes at Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
For Shirley, it was.
Montrose Hanger Company in Wilson.
What do you do there?
I sanded. Do you remember the luggage racks that you used to see in the old school motels? The ones that kind of fold out and it's got these little straps on it so you can put your suitcase at the end, like at the foot of your bed.
I didn't know that's what they were for.
Yeah, that's what they're for. I used to by hand, sand those down before they got dipped in lacquer, and I did that for 8 hours a day. I probably sanded off more skin off my hands than I did the wood, but I hated that because that was in the dead of summer in a warehouse. It was like 3,000 degrees in there.
Yeah, I can't imagine the working conditions.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun because I liked the people that I worked with. They were, we were all comedians, so we just would make jokes all day. But the work was not easy.
I was watching some kind of man. I've been on a documentary kick lately. I watched some real downers yesterday. Some awful stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was bad. It was USA Gymnastics scandal.
Oof.
Awful stuff. It was Happy Valley about Jerry Sandusky.
Oh.
And it all came from watching the new Ohio State wrestling documentary where their doctor, for every exam, would find a reason for them to take their pants and drawers off.
All right.
Yeah, and it's just terrible stuff. So I got on that. They're all on HBO Max or whatever. But what was I talking? Oh, this was a couple weeks ago. This is a much lighter story.
Thank
that,
God.
Like Martin Lawrence, it was like 3 comedians all randomly worked in the same call center.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and
one of the Wayans maybe.
One of the Wayans. One member of TLC also was in that same call center.
Yeah, and it was like the most random thing ever. Like, just imagine like some of the biggest stars to come out all like worked at McDonald's down the road. Dang. All together. Pretty crazy.
He worked alongside Salt and Pepper.
Oh, it's Salt and Pepper. That's who I was thinking.
And Kid and Play.
Kid, yes, because which one had the big flat top, Shirley? The big hair, Kid or Play?
I think that was Kid.
Yeah,
Play was the other guy.
Kid was in that documentary as well. But can you imagine like all of them like hanging out? I bet that was a blast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to say something else, but I can't say it on there.
Why not?
I don't know.
What's it about?
Like Dream Blunt rotation.
What's a nice way to say it? Dream shot.
Yeah, shot circle.
Dream shot circle.
A cool hangout crew.
Yeah. So there you go. Bummy documentary Sunday for me.
Yeah. What did I do? What did I watch?
What did the trainer say?
Oh, I watched the race yesterday. Forgot about that.
Who won?
Matt killed it with his team. Chase Briscoe won, and then he had 4 of the top 5 guys.
All right. Well, he'll be happy to talk about that on Tuesday.
Man, Bone was the same as you. I tried to get him to go out with me this weekend.
No.
Nope.
Really? Bones?
No, I hung out with him on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
That was dead.
Oh, yeah. That was dead.
Yeah, we're not talking about this.
No, we don't have to.
Let's not.
Heck yes.
Y'all get a little crazy?
Taylor, should we talk about this?
No.
Heck yes.
No.
Where? The Buck?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Plead the fifth. Look, I don't want to get my guy in trouble. Or not in trouble, but not in trouble, but
air his business.
Yeah, I don't want to air his business.
Wait, is he?
I don't even remember.
I'm going to stand on business and not air his business.
This is what the people want to hear. So now we can't talk about your love life or Bones' personal life?
No, you just can't talk about me blacking out because I don't remember. And
You're a Raiders fan.
It brings me a lot of shame and guilt when I do that.
That is what you guys do.
Yeah, but if I black out at a football game, that's like, hey man, that comes with the territory.
That sounds kind of embarrassing.
You're at a bar.
Yeah, and that's very embarrassing.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a
I
grown
should be
man's
held
athleticism.
Do you understand how many people black out at a bar? No,
A lot.
I don't say you should do it, but
I didn't mean to do it.
Did you have a ride?
Yeah, I didn't drive.
There you go. I think then we're all
But
good.
isn't it, it's terrible just to be in one place and then wake up in another.
Joel says big T's. Jamie says, please call in and air your underwear. We still have that guy?
I have it, but I took it off this one screen.
You took off the underwear?
Yeah, because I was trying to add some other ones.
Oh, let's take a break.
How about Clip's fairy dust?
Oh, no. That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't even think I still have. It's not up here.
All better.
And make it all better.
Yeah, because I
What a weirdo.
I replaced it with.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners, Chandler. The little guy.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
Isn't this volume on the music great?
Oh, my God, Shirley.
Are you riding the pot, Shirley?
Oh, my God, Shirley.
I always ride the pot.
We did a Wes evaluation performance review.
This was just on Monday.
Was it
No,
Monday?
Tuesday.
Because
Tuesday.
Friday, that last segment, he definitely had the music way too loud.
Wes, I said, Chandler, what grade would you give Wes? You gave him a B-. I said, why? He said the music is too loud, going to breaks, and Wes ripped him a new one.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in this business since 1991.
He said, now, if you're going to criticize me, listen here. I've been in this business for 30 years. It's called riding the pot.
Riding the pot.
I was like, I'm sorry. And then the clip was like, you got anything else to say? I said, buddy, I am scared. I'm scared about this potential war, and Wes Hahn's beating my ass.
Back with you to wrap up hour number 1. Brian Bailey, Justin Hardy, Colby Wallace still to come. Back after this.
Greenville, Pitt County, and community neighbors, are you looking for a way to make a real impact in your community? Join us for Lunch and Learn with Building Hope Community Life Center, a powerful opportunity to discover how we're transforming lives through faith and education. Enjoy a delicious lunch, hear powerful stories, and learn how you, your business, or organization can be a part of something life-changing. Register today at buildinghopennc.org, because when we build hope together, we build stronger futures.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. For Cadillac, we got the XT5, plenty in stock, $5,000 off. For Mazda, we have the Mazda 3, 2.9%. The CX-70, $440 a month lease special. The CX-50, $339 a month with only $29.95 down. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
It may be hot outside, but in Russell's, the clothing is light, bright, and beautiful. Hi, I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and we have a great inventory of cool, lightweight, colorful apparel for all your summer needs. Lots of dresses, skirts, tops and tees for the ladies, and for the men, it's shorts, polos, swimwear, and t-shirts just for starters. Feel good and look even better when you shop for summer apparel at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Petey Pablo in the house with the Pirate Nation, and we about to raise up one time. Turn me up.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're running in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. These folks are just not selling cars. They're supporting our community every mile of the way. From brand new Subarus to legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Friendly service, no gimmicks, just great deals and even better people. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. And Greenville Utilities Neighbor-to-Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor-to-Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Congratulations to the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League's Hitter of the Week, Alex Peltier. Nice. Had some slow pitch softball numbers. He hit .563 last week. 4 runs scored, drove in 3 stolen bases for him last week. An OPS of 1.313.
Let's get it, let's go. Let's get it, let's go. He's got the best walk-up song, I think, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's catchy.
Are you listening to Pirate Radio Live during Pirate Radio Live?
Yeah, I'm reminiscing on the final segment of last week, and just see. I think I might have showed you when Wes realizes we're laughing at him.
Yeah,
and then he starts laughing. He's like, "Why y'all doing this to me?"
It was just, I don't know, he had been flawless, I feel like, on Friday.
Yeah, it was great.
And then pretty good all week.
He goes to get the closing bed, and there's dead air for maybe 5-6 seconds, and I'm like, Wes, just play a bed. Don't worry about it.
The Dow was up 35 points at 42,207. NASDAQ was down 99. What did y'all do this to me? At 19,447, and the S&P 500 is down 13, 5,900.
What is wrong with you? What's going on?
Y'all are laughing, and it makes me want to laugh.
I laugh because we've had a great week, and then we start the last segment of the last show, and you act like it's your first day here. You don't know where stuff is.
Well, the thing is,
what happened?
It literally went so loud. Literally disappeared.
What disappeared, Wes?
The pot, dude.
How did it disappear? Nothing just disappears. Well, you made it disappear.
My favorite part out of that whole thing was ride the pot, dude.
And then he said somebody closed it out.
Yeah.
Wes.
And then he found it at the end of the show. He was like, I didn't scroll down far.
He just had to go 2 or 3 tabs over.
He admitted that it was him finally, but
the only person that used it was you, right?
Used what?
That computer the whole day, other than Wes.
The whole day, sure, but that had been 4 hours before that moment. So,
but the best part is at the end when we're thanking Wes. He's over there trying to find buttons. He's like, "Thank you."
Jerry says Chandler always listens to the show on a delay. Yeah. Chandler, yeah, that's why you miss things.
He's on the show listening to the show.
I am always on a delay.
Yeah, you love those interviews, Chandler, where the person's on a satellite that's
Oh, my
late.
God.
You'll love our Colby Wallace interview coming up later on in the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had some.
How's it looking out there, Jim? Yeah, John, it's looking pretty good out here.
It's funny because Clip, you'd move on to the next question, and Colby'd be like, "Yeah, man, yeah, I remember that." It's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was at his host parents' home, which was kind of cool. I wanted to get more into that, but we kind of had to cut it because those people have terrible internets.
What do you mean by those people?
I mean those old people he's staying with. He said something about a grandson, so they need to get their internet situated.
I got to go, Clip. It's 2:00 and they're going to bed.
We're about to have dinner here.
Apparently, he was watching their dog during the interview as well.
Supper's ready and they're turning the lights off at 2:30.
We got to go watch Matlock.
Andy's on. It's the episode where Barney, pulls out his gun, and shoots himself in the foot.
Joel says Maeve English did a good interview last week. I agree. Shirley, I wish you could, because it was just you kind of gave me the idea to get her on the show.
Yeah, because we don't have too many ECU women's soccer alumni that I am aware of that are playing on that level. So I thought it was a big deal.
She was great.
Another funny Wes thing. He turns on his mic. You're like, Wes, you got a question? He's like, nope. It seems like she answered everything.
She answered it all. All right, thank you.
She got it covered.
Yeah, fun week of programming last week, and we'll keep it rolling this week. We got Rich Shea coming up, Major League Eating president. Joey Chestnut back.
He is back.
Good podcast as well. Parker Bird Show came out yesterday with Christy Overton Johnson. Got a new Danny Beal show dropping tomorrow with Dixon Williams.
And do you have any interviews? You got any 1v1s?
Yeah, I have an NBA draft analyst on tomorrow, Ursin Demir from the Netherlands. He's been writing up a couple of articles about some ECU basketball players, including R.J. Felton.
Who are the others?
He wrote one about Ezra Asar last year because he could have potentially gotten drafted. So,
did Ezra go somewhere else?
He was in the port. Oh, USC.
Did he go to USC?
Musselman? Emos?
I think he committed.
Okay.
Ezra Asar. USC men's basketball, Ezra Asar. Yep. There he is.
That's good.
Terry says, can you guys try to get Sully on the show?
The pilot?
He's probably talking about Kevin O'Sullivan.
One, there's no chance in hell he'll come on this show. And two, I think we've covered that topic.
Beat the dead horse enough at this point.
But
if when Cliff comes on this offseason, I will ask him about it. But I think the Sully thing's done and dusted.
See who's been in his pool and eating his food.
Hey, a lot of people, because the Pirates have a lot of returners, including Colby Wallace, who we'll hear from later on in the program. But coming up next, we'll chat with Hall of Famer Brian Bailey.
BB!
What Hall of Fame is he in, you ask? He is in the George Whitfield Hall of Fame. Who is George Whitfield, you ask?
The guy you see behind home plate in Omaha.
I got an answer for all your questions. So there you go, George Whitfield. Yeah, cool to see him every year, and hoping he can watch his Pirates play one year. George Whitfield Hall of Fame. Brian Bailey. I wish I was in a Hall of Fame. He's Brian Bailey, class of 2023.
Wow. He is the Hall of Fame person.
That he is. All right,
knucklehead.
Let's take a break. We'll talk to BB, who was a bit ornery today. He was a little hot. I'm wearing a lot of Redskins Commanders gear.
Oh, yeah.
That pissed him off.
He's seeing red.
He is.
Jamie with a good question. Whatever happened to Wager McGee?
Let's see if we can line him up for some win total talk this summer. We'll do that when we return after this.
Looking for bold flavors and badass deals? Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Right now, the Badass Margarita is just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. Feast on the mouthwatering burrito burger, dig into their Ellerbe street corn dip, and treat yourself to the Churro Crunch Shake. Wash it all down with BD's Amber Ale. Just $4 all day, every day. Or sip one of their signature cocktails, like Southern Peach Tea or Daddy's Dragonberry. And don't miss half-off appetizers the last 2 hours before they close. It's not badass if it's not Bad Daddy's.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. You do have a website that sort of combines your two dealerships. That is driveherenow.com. Talk about that.
Yeah, we created the driveherenow.com name to incorporate our whole organization. You go there and you can see logos for both our Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World's location. All our inventory is there to see for both locations.
driveherenow.com. One website, 2 outstanding dealerships. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get fucked up. North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long, where good times are always on tap.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a hot Monday. Never good when you look at the phone and see excessive heat warning. It's a bummer. We're in here slaving away inside in the air conditioning.
Yeah. And people are sitting at home just chilling, watching us, eating a bag of chips.
I feel like some guy tried to big bro me the other day at OT's. I went to the bar and was waving the hat in front of my face as if it were a fan. And he said something like, "Yeah, it ain't even that bad. I work outside." And I was like, man, I bet that's hot.
Cool, neat story, bro.
People think just because they do a certain thing and they feel the extreme of that, that you can't feel that either.
Right.
Like, it's not my bad you dropped out of high school, dude. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I'm not going to co-sign on that, Jared.
No, I'm just kidding.
But
my brother didn't. Well, he graduated high school, but he didn't go to college.
Yeah, but I mean, you chose to have that job. Dropped out of high school, that was a bit much. I'm sorry.
No. My brother makes good money.
As opposed
Nobody's talking about him. What does he do?
Digs ditches.
For what?
Some guy in Salemburg.
Is he in the mob?
He's in waste management.
Heck yes.
He's down the corner at Salemburg Grill saying, "Hey, where's my money?"
But he makes good money as opposed to bad money.
Yeah.
All money's
He does good for himself.
good. I mean,
Okay, great.
I just want to give my brother a shout out.
Okay. No,
my brother's richer than yours.
Everybody's talking about your. My sister makes all right money.
Well, I heard high
She's a
school.
teacher.
I heard high school, and then it made me think of my brother who didn't go to. He graduated high school during COVID, but didn't go to college.
Okay.
Makes good money.
All right. Who cares?
Moral of the story is, you don't have to go to college to be successful.
Yeah, I know.
Because my brother did that. My brother.
You know who else makes good money?
Brian Bailey.
Brian Bailey.
And let's, because he's got a lot of jobs, including one he got fired from that he got back. That's a cool story. Here's my chat with Brian Bailey from earlier today. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, WNCT Channel 9 Sports Director. He is the Hall of Famer Brian Bailey. BB, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you? A little hot.
A little hot.
A little humid.
Enough to make you mad?
Sometimes.
First thing you said when you came in is, "I hate your shirt."
Well, look at it.
And I love it because that's what I love about sports, Bailey.
Yeah.
Me and you can kind of get along and hate each other's teams.
We kind of get along. You're right. We kind of get along.
I think we get along all right.
No, we do fine. We do great. I hate Jaden Daniels. And the
Good.
Redskins.
When's the last time you hated a Redskins
No,
quarterback?
I like Jaden Daniels. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a good person. I like him, but I don't like him when he's talented and winning games for the Washington Commandos.
I had to stop myself from saying people I don't know are good people because the last guy I did that about, I was like, this guy, he's great with his community, goes back to where he went to school. He's awesome. Just seems like an awesome guy. Was Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
And then a few things came out.
A couple of things.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to say people I don't know are good people.
Well, you're probably right.
I think you're trying to jinx Jaden Daniels.
Sophomore slump.
He's about to get arrested for something. But no, glad. Hey, it's football time now. No, hey, thank you to the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup Final in Omaha to give us something. But now we're in a bit of the doldrums. But before we get into any of that, Bailey, you were at a wedding over the weekend.
I was.
Nailers.
Yeah.
Getting
QB1. He got married, and that was a lot of fun. It was. I've known Holton since he was born, so I've followed him for a long time, and. Just to hear, I knew Morgan was nervous about doing his speech, but he did a good job with his speech. It was good, so it was a fun time.
I saw a picture of Donnie Kirkpatrick. Was it
He
like
was
a
there.
little mini football reunion?
Oh yeah,
maybe?
it was fun. Some of the guys were around, and they were taking a picture of something, and I said, Donnie, call a play for him, and Donnie said, Holton, just run the play that I called.
But good to see DK and some pictures there, and good deal. Well, I did want to ask you, when did Brian Meador become a cool hat guy?
I think he found that on the side of the road. I'm not quite
How
sure where that came from.
It was like a Payne Stewart style. What kind of hat is that?
I don't know how to describe it, but it's him. He likes it.
Yeah,
and
he looked good.
He's styling with it. Yeah, it looked good. Yeah,
kind of looked like he could have been a mobster or a.
Yeah, Jarrett said extra. Read all about it.
He's joking the man's hat.
From his old news days.
Yeah.
But
No,
we need to get Meador on so I can ask him about his hat. And then he'll tear me down, and it'll be
I
a fun show.
think Monty picked it out, so his
Maybe
wife.
so.
So it looked good.
Whatever she says goes. All right, Bailey, how about Coastal's run coming to an end to LSU and 2 good games? Man, that game Saturday reminded me of ECU and Coastal.
Yeah.
And Conway, the 1-0 game. Big story was the ejection from Sunday. And, if you want to go letter of the law, you're not allowed to argue balls and strikes. Now, if that's the case, Cliff Godwin would be ejected from probably 25 games a year. I mean,
somewhere in the line there has to be common sense.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that's just basically what it comes down to. And I've kind of, I've heard different sides of the story. Well, like you said, letter of the law, if you're arguing balls and strikes, you can be ejected. But it just looked like to me that, and there was a warning apparently, but it was kind of slapped out there really quickly or something. But if I were the umpire at the time, and you're getting yelled at and you say, you put your hand up and say, Coach, stop. And I talked to a guy in town today who was an official, and he said, the way we handle it in basketball is a little differently. We go over and say, hey, look, you keep on, we're going to have to throw you out. That's just how it is. But you just, you put your hand up, stop, and then you say, this is your warning, and you pull your little pad out and you write it down. So everybody knows it's a warning. And if you keep on, but I thought it was awful the way it was handled, and I hate to see a game that's affected by the officiating, because most good officials will tell you, the way we know we did a good job is that nobody's talking about us.
I mean, it is a thankless job. It really sucks, to be honest, because nobody at the end of the game is cheering as the Blues go out. They're either booing or not saying anything. And if they had a good game, they probably aren't hearing anything. But God bless the umps that do it in Little League and Rec League, because those parents make it an absolute nightmare. But you're right, Bailey. It all kind of comes down. And Coach Schnall even said it, that you need to have a little bit of, what words did he use? Leniency or
patience? A little bit of patience. I mean, you're playing for the game, in the game of your life, and you have to win in order to advance. And it escalated so quickly. I mean, basically, he just told him you missed the last 3 pitches. I made the comment. I was like, he didn't say, that maybe one of those was a strike and one was a ball or something. But he said he missed the last 3 pitches. Obviously, he missed all 3 of them, according to Coach.
Yeah.
But still, it just seemed like it could have been handled much, much differently. And then it got, and then the other umpire comes in. He comes barreling in there. And then he falls down.
That was hilarious.
And it's like the Keystone Cops all of a sudden. I mean, it was really bizarre how that thing ended up. And he gets up, he kind of throws his hands up like, I'm not embarrassed in front of all these thousands of people.
Nobody might see that.
Nobody saw that.
Chanel after the game said, I shouldn't be blamed for a man's athleticism, which is an awesome line.
And he said that the one umpire said, that's two games for bumping the umpire. Well, he didn't bump the umpire. The umpire bumped him.
Yeah.
And it was brutal, and it should have been handled differently. And I mean, that's part of the game of baseball. Is you can say you can't argue ball and strikes, but everybody does.
Hard to fathom LSU's baseball reign, and I said it during the broadcast Saturday night that since they've made their first trip to Omaha, like 40 years ago, they've made it half of the seasons back.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get to 1, and
right.
Well, I mean, it's just incredible. And now, the rich are continuing to get richer and all that. But SEC wins another one.
Yeah, how many in a row was that? I know I was looking
6. I heard
like Vanderbilt was in there, and Tennessee was last year, and it was a whole run of Ole Miss was in there,
Mississippi State.
Yeah. So the rich get richer for sure, but Coastal was a good story. I mean, it wasn't. I thought when they won it in 2016, that was a better story, because that was truly an underdog story. I thought Coastal was one of the favorites when they got there. I thought they had the pitching, I thought they had the defense and the hitting, and I just really thought they would do well in the series, and they did. And they got to the championship series. You lose a game 1-0, it could have gone either way, and they just couldn't get the big hit when they needed it. Through game 1
Man, they had
game 2.
A lot of chances.
Yeah, a lot of chances.
That guy that stole third and then slid about to the dugout, that had to be frustrating.
Yeah.
In the Saturday game. you overslide the bag. But little things like that and costed them. But great run and fun College World Series.
It really was, and that's one of my goals is to get to Omaha. And somebody asked me, so why don't you just go one year? And I said, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It's like going to Williamsport. I wouldn't want to go to Williamsport unless a Greenville team was there. And I've gone twice, and it's a bucket list item if you haven't gone to Williamsport because it's really cool.
And you've covered this before, but like even going to the Super Bowl when it's not your team, like if you just went as a spectator, I guess you get to see a concert and a football game, but I don't know. I don't want to go see. In fact, I had this argument on the air one day. Like, would you go see two random teams play an NFL game? And I just don't think I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would either. But I did. Well, I say that. I saw the Patriots and the Panthers in the Super Bowl in Houston.
It was a great game.
And it was a great game, and I enjoyed all of that. That was a little different. But I really enjoyed seeing the Bills and the Cowboys in Atlanta. That was nice.
Your Cowboys. That's right, kids.
They're getting better.
They used to be good. Oh, they're getting better?
You see, I like when Clip gets cocky, good things happen for the Cowboys.
Well, and you might be right because I have been cocky about my team maybe 4 times since 1991. So
I think it's gonna be fun though. I think Dallas has improved a lot, and I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think years past. I always said it doesn't matter if you get to the playoffs. Well, they got to get to the playoffs, and after last year with everything that happened, but I think that'll be fun. We all hate the Eagles, so we can root against the Eagles every week.
We were looking at it, Bailey. We were just talking about over-unders and like which one of the elites is going to go over their total, and that would be like Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, Philadelphia are all like 12.5, I think. 11.5, something like that. And I chose Baltimore because, like Dallas, they have no issue in the regular season. Their problem is when they get to the playoffs. But how about those teams? Do you see any of them taking a step back, and also who do you see? Who's the 15-win team this year? Like Detroit was last year,
You keep thinking that Kansas City is going to take a step back at some point.
That's who Jarrett says.
Yeah, you just have to. And Kansas City,
and
they've had some games
like 7-6.
Was that the game last year when they played the Raiders and out of nowhere, and the Raiders just pounded them? I mean, it was just
2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what it was exactly, out of nowhere. Yeah. And I think that. But I still think Kansas City, I like Mahomes, but all it takes is one big injury for any of those teams, and they have
Kelsey
big problems.
Look, he's awesome, one of the best all time. But Bailey, you've watched how many best all times have you seen throughout your football watching career, and they fall off a cliff?
Yeah.
Happened to Peyton Manning. Happens to all the greats. Tom Brady,
to a certain age,
somehow found the fountain of youth or something and was able to keep going, but. All these greats, man. Like, you watch Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Irvin. And
Michael Irvin.
At some point, it just runs out.
We were at Tiebreakers yesterday, like we normally do, and one of the TVs had, I think it was the NFL Network, but it was the AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Colts. And I'll never forget that game because Rano, my son, was a big Colts fan. He was all fired up, and the Patriots just dominated the first half. And he came in the bonus room where we were living at the time, and he was crying. He's like, "Dad, they always beat us. We'll never beat them." I said, "Hey, man, you gotta keep the faith. You can't give up. Look at the Cowboys. They won so many games through the years when they shouldn't have. You got to keep the faith. I mean, they got a chance. And they came back and won that game. And I always remember that particular game.
I remember coming home from a Redskins game as a kid and listening to a game. It was the Cowboys and the Colts, and they kept talking about the new triplets are here now, Peyton and Marvin and Edger and James, and the old triplets are gone. But it's the circle of life in the NFL.
Yes,
Bailey.
it is.
Which is why I'm trying to enjoy this Jaden Daniels thing. Look, people say, "Oh, they're going to be good for the next 10 years." Yeah, it don't happen like that.
No.
You get a Mahomes case or here and there. Josh Allen and Lamar have been on great runs and have been able to stay healthy, but it don't happen like that for
That's
everybody.
the whole key. I mean, Jaden, he could have 10 good years if he stays healthy, but it takes one big injury, and next thing you know, you got all kinds of issues. And the teams that stayed the healthiest will be the teams that are playing in December and January when it matters.
Hopefully we can see some healthy Pirates in the NFL. Very excited about what Keaton Mitchell can do.
Yeah.
They're fired up about him in Baltimore.
Man, he's fun to watch, and he was fun to watch when he was at East Carolina, and hopefully he's over that injury, 100%, and that'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, what do we got now, Bailey? What you focusing on in sports?
What is today? Monday?
It's Monday.
No, it's one of those things that this time of year you kind of just take whatever happens. You kind of you check everything, and there's just the camps at East Carolina are fun to cover. Some of those are good. I think baseball is going this week with a camp, and football has a couple throughout the summer. Basketball has theirs in July. There's some 7-on-7s that'll be coming up pretty soon, high school wise, and they had some basketball down in Jacksonville last week. We didn't get to much of that because some other things going on, but that was some of that stuff. And then we All-Stars. All-Stars now is not what it used to be as far as television coverage, because it used to be everybody wanted to be on TV, but now with social media, I think the parents take care of some of that themselves. Yeah. We'll do a little bit of that. But that Greenville Little League championship series was something.
Man, I saw Trent Britt had a video that you would talk about like a crowd and people getting into it.
It was good stuff because it was a 7:00 start, and Zach was out of town, so I knew it was just me, and I wanted to get back and get the 11 organized, and that game kept going on and on and on, and I think we were in the 9th when I finally said, "Look, I got to get back." And Brian Weingart sent me some video at the end of the game, the celebration stuff. It went 10.
Oh, man.
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Awesome.
Jarman Auto Sales winning it.
Good deal. Let me ask you about this, Bailey. I don't follow recruiting because I tried 1 year here at Pirate Radio. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get into recruiting. It was a long time ago. I interviewed 3 guys, put the interviews up on our Pirate Radio website. None of them played a snap here at ECU. One guy.
What does that tell you?
One guy decommitted. One guy never made it. One guy, I don't know. And it was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the kiss of death. But 2, I'm done with this recruiting crap. Like, whatever. And I just brought it up this way. It didn't make a lot of sense to me that East Carolina did not offer Tyreek Copper and have not yet offered Marcus Monroe either. You've got the son of Pirate greats, Terrence Copper, Kevin Monroe. Terrence still involved at ECU. Kevin Monroe is on the broadcast. And I get that Blake Harrell and company are looking for the best possible players, doesn't matter what their name is. So I get that part. But you mentioned common sense earlier. It would be common sense to me to try to get these guys in the program. And it really stinks to see Tyreek Copper committing to NC State.
Yeah.
He'll be wearing red. Terrence will be wearing red, doing the Wolfpack thing.
Oh,
it's gross to think about.
Say it ain't so. Yeah, and I don't know those 2 individuals as far as what their relationship with East Carolina was, as far as what East Carolina thought that they could do.
Yeah.
But obviously, if somebody's going to state, they can play.
That's my thing too.
I've seen him play a lot. He's really, really good. But you just don't know. It comes down to needs. It comes down to this and that. But you make a good point. I mean, they both should be in purple and gold.
I said that I wish there was a almost Chancellor's roster spot or something. Like, I get there's numbers and everything, but man, you want to keep these legacy guys. I feel like, and just kind of frustrating. But who knows? Maybe I think there's some other.
Hey, this day and age, you never say never, because you can commit. You can commit, change your commitment, or you can go for a year and then decide you're going to transfer. So they could come back.
That's true, but ECU has to want them. They didn't offer them.
Well,
that's my issue.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't want me then. You want me now? I don't know. It irks me. But again, I know Blake Harrell and company are trying to bring in the best guys. So it's kind of a weird deal. I mean, it's. Most of the times you say this isn't personal. Maybe it's personal. I feel like the white uncle of Tyreek and Marcus right now. I'm an angry uncle.
There's so many things you go.
Uncle Clip or
Uncle Clip.
Uncle Clip. White Uncle Clip's upset.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Can I go to the cookout, guys? So, anyway, yeah, there's that. Have you ever, like, in your job, you got so much stuff to do. Have you ever been into recruiting at any point in your life?
What we normally do with recruiting is we try to keep an eye on the area players.
Pitt County and Green.
Even Jacksonville.
Lenore,
anybody we cover in Touchdown Friday, we try to keep an eye on and try to, and we usually don't do any kind of story if somebody is being recruited by, or they're getting a look, or they got an offer. I should say it that way. If somebody gets an offer, we don't report on that.
Commit.
But if somebody commits, then we'll do something like that.
Yeah, and man, now it's just you don't even know what to believe because kids putting out their own offer. Just like you said with the All-Star video, everybody wanted video coverage. Now everybody does their own coverage pretty much.
Remember the kid? I guess he was out west somewhere,
Colorado.
He made the whole thing up.
Dude did a signing day.
He did.
Put the Colorado hat on, and they didn't know who he was.
Yeah, they're like, what in the world?
That was a long time. I need to look that up.
That was
good.
funny.
All right, BB.
Took guts.
We'll catch up with you in 2 weeks. We'll be
Sounds
off,
good.
Next Monday.
Okay, good. All right, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and look, by the time we get back, we're going to be about 2 or 3 weeks from a football game, the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game. We've got the American Media Day coming up in Charlotte, July 24th, I think it is. We've got the Bill Dooley chapter. I think that's the 25th. A lot of stuff going on to get ready for the college football season, and then once we hit college football, you know what that means.
Yeah, see if you can get a good quote from Doran or something.
Yeah,
see if
and Belichick, that'd be a lot of fun.
oh man, I didn't think about that. Hey, Brian.
Yeah,
hey, Brian.
Well, we worry about.
I don't know why I thought about this, but we'll end it here. And it's not a great story, but Bob Huggins came up, and I remember telling Jarrett, I need Brian Bailey to tell the Bob Huggins story, and it wasn't crazy or anything, but like he came to Minji's, and you've gotten along with just about everybody, but you said Huggins really wasn't having it that day. Right?
I knew just from talking to everybody else that it was going to be a tough little interview, and it wasn't anything major, but I think it was like on a Friday night, and they played Saturday. They were working out, and I said, well, Bob Huggins is in town. Let's go over. And so we got permission to go over and get the interview. And the SID, I think he set me up because he said, man, Bob's a great guy. You'll love him.
He's the best.
And I was like, really? He goes, oh, and I think I let my guard down.
Yeah.
But seriously, he walked up, and I just looked at him, and I put my hand out. And I said, Coach Huggins, welcome to Greenville, North Carolina, home of the Pirates. Put my hand out. And I swear to you, it was the most awkward 20 seconds or so because he looked at me like, where'd Opie come from? And then he looked down, then he looked up again, and then I was like, oh. And just about the time I was like, I'm gonna take my hand down, he put his hand out and shook my hand, and then the interview was just brutal. I said, Coach, it's a big deal around here to have your ball club here. I think it was the first game in Conference USA is what it was, and I said it's a big deal for everybody. He goes, well, we are a big deal. I said, well, what are you looking for in the game tomorrow night? We don't care about tomorrow night. We just care about our basketball team. And I was like, well, this is going great. Let's just maybe we'll wrap it up here. So it was short and sweet.
I think I was telling Jared about like the early days of Conference USA, how cool it was to get Louisville and Cincinnati and those teams here.
Calipari came to town. That was fun to do.
And how from their standpoint of it, it was like, where are we? How do we get out of here? What kind of league am I in? But that was old early Conference USA, which became the American and the Big East and whatever it is today.
Exactly right. Yeah.
But now they're in the Big 12, going to other Texas Opie places. I guess.
Exactly.
All right. Going to do my best. There is Brian Bailey joining us on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live.
Try to stay cool in that kind of deal.
And that kind of thing. Baby. Got the Brian Bailey Show returning in August.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of thing.
Looking forward to another year of Touchdown Friday. It's been a couple of years since I did the ride along. I'd like to do that again.
If Zach's here, I would love to do one with him.
We could do a whole Team Pirate Radio. It's pretty cool. When I went, Jared, luckily Bailey was just covering a South Central game, so I rode out there. I followed Bailey to the TV station and got to see like the behind the scenes of how they put the show together.
I was going to
and then watch the show live. It was pretty cool. In the studio.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Zach Hyland's like, you're just going to have to stand over there and be quiet. Can you be quiet, actually?
I walked on the set. Jerry was doing his weather.
Jerry Jackson.
And then I got to sit kind of in the little Jerry area.
Jerry area?
The Jerry area. And watch the show.
Yeah, if I'm following Bailey around, that sounds like a fun idea, but I hear Zach might be a little bit of a diva to work with.
Who you hear that from?
Oh, no, it's just something I'm making up. Love you, Zach.
Zach Kaplan. I wonder how his trip's going.
I'll take Bailey. Chandler can go with Zach, and you can go with Ken Watlington.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We'll
Does
split
Ken
it
help
up.
too?
He
He has before.
Yeah. In fact, he'll go to games and do live reports, and not live, right after the game, do a little spot with the coach.
Do a little stand up.
And we're looking forward to another year of high school football in the area.
And touchdown Friday.
You miss our high school days, John?
I do, man.
Glory days.
Yeah, I miss being like
athletic.
Yeah. I miss being in like middle school or elementary school and going to the high school football games and then going home and watching Football Friday with Tom Suter.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite things to do as a kid.
What was his line? Let's go to the videotape.
Let's go to the videotape. Lakewood and Hopton in Sampson County. Let's go to the videotape.
Tom Suda. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and have more for you. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. We roll on a hot Monday after this.
Join us for a night of hope, heart, and giving at Riley's Army Hearts of Gold Gala Friday, September 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Cotton Barn in Winterville, North Carolina. An elegant evening with dinner catered by Nino's and Marabella's, guest speakers, live music, dancing, and a silent auction, all to support local children battling cancer. Your Heart of Gold can help families in their fight. Get your tickets today at RileysArmy.com because together we are stronger than cancer. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Riley's Army.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Celebrate comfort, style, and savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Red, White, and Recline event. Declare your independence from high prices and shop Greenville's biggest and best selection of in-stock furniture and custom orders. Get comfortable and save on beautiful, stylish sofas, sectionals, and recliners. Then buy any regular price Motion Furniture item and get the second with an extra 40% off. Buy any Beauty Rest or Helix mattress, get a free Motion Base upgrade. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit encpiraterealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
It's bow time.
Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's Bo time.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch for 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is ready to make you an unbeatable offer on your trade-in. Bring in any offer from CarMax and they'll beat it by $500. Guaranteed. With over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, Doug Henry of Greenville has the perfect ride waiting for you. Check out their full inventory online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Don't miss out. Bring in your offer today and leave with a better deal. Visit them on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the corner, right on the price. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
We'll sit down.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Monday. Man, I like the commercial. Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
I love it. I went and
Normally
recorded that with Brian and Lincoln last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago, and yeah.
Lincoln might be the only kid that can get away with saying that to me.
Now!
Because usually when somebody says, Miss Shirley, do something now, I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
on Miss Shirley's time,
There was
yours.
He was asking me one day. He was like, "Where's my voice on the intro?" And I said, "I got something even better for you." I said, "I'll get you on a commercial,
and we'll get you on all day
long, baby."
Joel says, speaking of Bojangles, y'all see the post from Ken Wallington about the burrito from Bojangles, limited time.
What?
No.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is it?
It's a breakfast burrito, but it's Bojangles. So it's Bo.
I love Bo's biscuits.
Yeah,
man.
it's the tortilla and some eggs.
Yeah.
And some bacon.
Sausage.
There's some hash browns in there.
Can you do sausage?
Maybe.
Sausage.
What did you say no to? You're not an egg? You don't like eggs?
No.
You like eggs?
I'm just
Jared?
not a big breakfast burrito guy.
But okay, that's fine. But what about eggs?
Oh, I love eggs.
Wait, so what turned you off?
I just don't like burritos. I'm not a big fan of like breakfast burritos in general. Like when I heard that they had burritos, I'm like, oh man. But then you said breakfast burrito, I went,
So you like eggs?
Eggs.
You like cheese? You like?
I
cheese?
love eggs.
You like
Why do you say it like that?
Eggs?
Eggs? You like eggs?
You like eggs?
Eggs.
You like cheese?
Cheese?
You like sausage?
I love sausage.
You like bacon?
Man, what a stupid question.
You like hash browns?
Sausage.
I love hash browns.
Then what the hell's your problem?
I know, dude. You don't like a tortilla?
You know what? I think I do like a breakfast burrito.
I like anything all combined together.
Yeah,
for the most part. If they all go together, you know what I'm saying?
They all end up the same way anyway.
Sounds good, though. I probably won't be getting one. I like a good old steak and egg biscuit from Bojangles.
Yeah.
If I were to get a
I've been
biscuit.
getting the grilled filet biscuit lately.
Oh, going healthy, huh?
It just tastes good. I mean, I douse it in honey mustard.
Do you put eggs on it?
Put eggs on it, yeah. A couple of eggs.
You like eggs?
Do you feel weird? Because I think about this a lot, like every day of my life. Do you feel weird eating chicken and eggs at the same time?
No, man.
Okay.
Circle of life.
I kind of do.
Why's that?
I don't know. The egg comes from the chicken.
What came first?
And what is it? What's in the egg, right? It's like a dead baby, right?
I mean, yeah, that's basically what it is.
But it's, yeah.
But it's so good to eat a dead baby.
Chicken baby. Can I get that dead chicken baby sandwich?
Do you like dead chicken babies?
Do you like
AKA eggs?
Do you like eggs? Do you like dead chicken babies?
How do you like them? How do you like your dead chicken, baby? Scrambled?
Scrambled.
I
A little
like-
cheese in there.
I like my dead baby chickens over easy. Actually, I'd say that, and I don't usually do that.
It just sounds cool.
But I have the last couple of times I have gotten eggs. I have got it over easy, and it's runny. Oh, it's
I like sunny side up.
Oh,
the
man.
the runny yolk.
A nice fried egg is
the,
good.
the runny dead baby chicken.
Yeah, they're like clucking.
They're like trying to get away. I'm like, no.
Good Lord.
I'm like, nope.
That egg could have turned out to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But you want your breakfast food.
Could have been the first chicken doctor.
Man, this dead baby chicken could have graduated high school. Instead, it's going in my belly.
I think it's time to protest.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Weaver had the best breakfast down at the beach a couple years back.
I forgot that he had a place.
Billy's Breakfast?
Yeah, Billy on the beach or something. Billy's Breakfast.
Billy on the Street? Did y'all watch Billy on the Street?
I have before, but I don't. It's not appointment television for me.
I don't think it comes on anymore. I think it was like 7 years ago.
Was that like a thing on TV?
It was on True TV because it came on right after Lizzie
They
Licton.
probably got famous for him doing little.
Yeah, I just always thought he was just a social media guy.
Yeah, it was the TV.
What a lineup, dude! You had the Carbonara Effect and Practical Jokers.
Dude.
You had daggum Lizzie Licton.
Yeah.
and then
You like Carbonara Effect? I did too. I thought it was very
The
cool.
guy that had the car behind him, and then he looks back and the car's gone, and he just people freaking out about what's going because they don't know this guy's a magician.
Yeah.
So they're just like completely dumbfounded, and they're like thinking they're crazy. So yes, I love that show.
I think that pretty much everything I see is fake. So like, I really had to turn my fake door off.
Nothing's real
for that show. But man, it was good. And because of what you said, Chandler, the people freakouts.
Oh yeah.
You remember way back in the day, scare tactics? Shirley, I'm sure you remember that.
I think Joey Diaz was on a couple episodes of this.
Tracy Morgan hosted for a while.
Yeah.
Fear Factor was Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
I smoke rocks, Joe Rogan.
this was like a prank show, like a horror prank show.
Oh gosh.
Where you go into work and Jared has turned into like a zombie. And like those people did get legit scared.
Yeah, but I mean, how big of a moron do you have to be like, that's a real zombie?
I'm a moron.
I don't know. Maybe we'll put you in one of those situations and find out.
Man, I'm a moron. I mean, I would easily die in that situation. What a joke. What a prank.
Jamie said, I wonder what the streak is for consecutive shows where food is discussed. It's currently at least 6.
It's a part of everyday life, Jamie.
We try to talk sports every day and food every day.
I mean, look at us. We're going to talk food.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we're fat.
What do you got, a mouse in your pocket?
I'm sorry?
I think he's talking about me.
I said, what do you have, a mouse in your pocket?
I think he's calling me fat
honky.
And me. I'm going to track you down with me, dude. I'm sorry. Did that hurt your feelings?
Kind of did, man.
Hey, you're looking good.
Looking sleek.
Hey, can I be honest? Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest? There has been some like old shows pop up from like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I will say, you look different from back. You look like you've lost some weight in the last 4 or 5 years.
I'm trying to go a couple pounds every 5 years.
Nice.
So
sweet, man. So you're about 8 off.
Nah, please don't call me that. I prefer to go by my real name, Clifton.
Sorry.
As opposed to that name.
Mike P with an important question.
Is P-May still coming on? Any more soup discussions? Maybe from time to time we'll get him on to talk Bears. I want to talk to him during like ECU football, basketball, baseball season to see if he still keeps up with them. Like, is he a fan now?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him. Maybe we can go watch a game with him.
Maybe, sit down and have a couple of brewskis.
Have a robust conversation.
Yeah.
Joel says Wes pays for AI, but what if we are AI?
I pay for AI.
I don't.
Ain't nothing about this artificial.
I don't think first of all, I don't understand, but I don't agree with like the
simulation.
Yeah. And the whole other dimension thing.
Yeah.
Like there's one of me in another dimension right now.
That's pretty cool though.
Do you really believe that?
Do I believe what I just said that I don't believe? You've really got my brain in a pretzel.
Carbonara.
Because I said I don't really believe in this, and then you said, do you really believe that?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So now I am like so confused.
Okay, so
you got me.
There's something strange here.
Sit back and think about that.
You just carbonaro'd me, man.
Yeah,
So-
carbonara you.
is the simulation theory is the Matrix based off that, or is the theory based off the Matrix?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I have done a lot of pills lately. Red and blue.
All right.
Where's the white ones?
Them pills don't run. Wasn't that the Matrix? Red pill, blue pill, whatever?
Yeah.
All right. You know, I probably should watch that again. I hadn't watched it since like 1999.
I watched the first 30 minutes a few years ago, and I hated it, so I just never went back.
Hated it.
Speaking of watching things, we haven't even brought up a very important discussion that we had off the air earlier today. And we were disappointed by this news.
You got me.
Lost Boy, Hook.
How did I not know what you were talking about?
It's probably the most underappreciated movie of all time.
So Mark had to run home and pick up Jack, to which I started saying, "Run home, Jack. Run home, Jack," from the movie Hook, where they got confused. They were supposed to be saying "Home Run, Jack," but they're saying "Run home, Jack." Jack, the son of Peter Pan, played by Robin Williams. Yada, yada, yada. Chandler says, "Is that from Hook?" I said, "Yes, it is." And we both just talked about our love.
We bonded.
Of the movie Hook. We bonded over the movie Hook. And I said, I think Hook has awful reviews. I remember that. And sure enough, I looked it up. Hook on Rotten Tomatoes, 29%.
Disrespect.
Get out of here.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
So I got upset about the Copper Monroe thing on Friday.
Yeah.
This has gotten Chandler really upset. I want to read some of these reviews.
I mean, that's stupid.
I want to see what these people are saying.
It's a children's movie, right?
Look, the cover of the movie is phenomenal. Is legendary. Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams.
Gene Siskel says a woefully uneven retelling of the Peter Pan story. Okay. What does that even mean, dude? Hey, uneven.
Is this supposed to be a certain way?
Hey, uneven. I think your review's a little odd. Talk about uneven.
Yeah, dude.
Got him. He's not with us anymore, right?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Neither is Robin Williams. For very much like Peter, it has clearly gotten harder for this director to break free of the lure of material things and believe in simple magic.
What a nerd!
Hey, Kenneth.
Hey!
Kenneth. What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Oh, my God. The fact that guy had the nerve to type that up.
Brian Johnson. Hook has everything that Hollywood currently holds dear. Precocious children, regressive adults, and unabashed nostalgia for old-fashioned family values. Hey, Brian, I'm 11 years old watching this movie, dude. What the hell do those words even mean? All I care about is the Happy Meal, playing baseball with my friends, and watching Hook.
Yeah, dude.
Precocious, regressive, unabashed. We get it, man. You probably went to some lib arts college and learned some fancy words. I just want to watch a movie, dude.
I mean, these people sat down and literally just kind of critiqued it that much. Just sit down and enjoy the story of Peter Pan. Peter Pan played by one of the greats of all time.
Oh, my God.
Robin Williams.
Stephen Hunter says, PP phone home, or at least get a new agent. Hey, Steven, I got something I'd like to PP on. And that's the Baltimore Sun newspaper.
Maybe let's trying to get somebody from there on the show.
Will you ask them if Stephen Hunter is still reviewing movies?
I'll try to get him on the show.
Who's PP?
Peter Pan, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, does this guy think Peter Pan's a real person that was in the movie? Because how is Peter Pan going to get a new agent? This guy.
See, that's why it's such a bad review, because you have idiots reviewing the movie.
Yeah, they're not real reviews, you know.
They're AI.
David
and he bought him.
David from Christian Science Monitor. Hey, David, pick one. Christianity or science. You can't have both.
Hey, this is going to be a great one.
He says,
And what are you monitoring?
He says it lights up your eyes but doesn't quite warm your heart. David, when Rufio died and said he wishes Peter Pan was his dad, his real dad, if you didn't cry, you're not a human being. If that didn't touch your heart, you have no heart.
David, you're telling me that didn't warm your heart? Here's the question, David. Do you even have a heart? Do you even have a heart to get warmed?
What's pumping in that chest of yours?
Yeah, buddy.
Spirit of the Lord.
I mean, the guy died.
He died.
And Peter Pan had such an impact on him.
We're watching a movie where an adult stabs a kid and kills him. That doesn't affect you in some way?
Yeah.
Wow. What a monster you are.
What a stone cold, non-human being you are. I mean, that's just disgusting.
You not like us. Brian K says the story is largely becalmed so that we can wallow in the production values. The sets are variable but often unpleasant on the eye. Again, dude.
Okay.
These
people must be really fun to hang out with. These people must be a blast.
Hey, man, can you write a movie review? This is a new movie on a new take on Peter Pan. Dustin Hoffman, he's got so much charisma. No, I can't do that, but I can write some really big words that make no sense. Yeah, do that for us instead. People will love that.
Get on that right now.
And this is a children's movie, right? Yeah. Okay, well, make the words as big as you possibly can.
Yeah.
That even adults don't understand. Hey, here's a thesaurus. Knock yourself out.
You think these type of people like went and saw the movie and like there's kids walking out and they're like, "Oh man, Mom, that was so awesome." And they're like, "You thought that was good?"
Mom, I'm wallowing in the production values of this movie. Brian Case from Time Out. Hey, Brian, take advice. Take a time out. Don't watch any more movies.
Hey, Mom, this movie was great. Thanks for taking me to it. Brian says, "Hey, kid, this story is largely becalmed."
Becalmed. Hey, Mom, Hook, Dennis says, from the Tulsa World. We've talked to people from there before. Hook is huge. It's a huge and impressive movie. One could say it's the ultimate baby boomer fantasy. Sadly, it's too loaded down with grown-up compromises and calculated Hollywood devices to really make us think happy thoughts.
Oh, my
and
God.
fly.
He had me at first.
I'm not going to lie.
He had me in the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, man. What is wrong with these people?
People, man, they need to get a life.
It makes me mad because, like, do you know what you're reviewing? This isn't The Godfather.
Yeah.
Like, this is Hook.
Yeah.
It makes me mad when I read the reviews of, like, the new Godzilla or King Kong movie, and it's like, this just fell short. It's like, fell short. There's a giant gorilla and a giant lizard fighting each other, and you're talking about, like, it just wasn't believable.
Jamie said, Jamie, you should be a movie reviewer. He says, Peter Pan's son was a pansy, should have appreciated his dad. The kid was like 8 years old. Are you telling me you were not a pansy when you were 8?
Also, Peter Pan, is he not a child as well?
He's a child that never grows old.
Yeah.
This is a retelling of the story. This is a different look at it.
I've never seen
See, and that's the thing. Peter Pan's supposed to be young.
He leaves.
Robin Williams was like 50 when he...
What's it called? He leaves Neverland, becomes an adult, and is brought back. Why do they bring him back? Because
Hook took one of Hook took his daughter, I think.
Jane?
They went to visit Wendy. In London. And
so that's why he went.
Yeah, and the daughter was like kidnapped in the middle of the night.
Oh, because Hook.
And then
Hook was basically.
Dude, I can see it right now. They show him, and Robin Williams, or in this case Peter Pan, goes and says, "Hook." Oh my God, the cinema. I mean, it's uncalming.
Mark says bangarang. Joel says Rufio. Big Dog says, we talking about Hook, the greatest movie of 1991? Yes. Joel says, how does the imaginary food scene not warm your heart? That fat black kid, and all he wants to do is eat.
I thought he was Cuban.
Hey, Cuban! That little boy just wanted to eat, man, and there's empty bowls in front of him, and it's so sad. But then what do? They believe. They use their imagination.
Yes.
All of a sudden, they've got really nasty-looking, colorful food, but I think they had some, like, good meats there as well.
Oh, yeah.
They looked really good. And that warmed my heart.
Joel says they took both the kids. Give me that, my son!
Mel Gibson should have been in Hook.
He should have been Peter Pan, or he should have been Hook.
He should have been in the movie at some. Just have Mel Gibson play Mel Gibson.
How many breaks have we taken this hour?
Just
Charlie?
one.
Oh my God! We need to take a break.
Oh my goodness!
We're gonna get fired.
We had such a good sales.
You can blame it on me. I'm rusty from being gone all week.
Dude, Jonathan is going to light us up.
Remember that? Remember he was saying how proud he was.
I know. We had such a great week. Let's blame Shirley. She wasn't here last week.
I know.
And
she just said it was her fault.
And Mark started this whole Hook discussion.
Yep. Way to go, Mark.
2 people that weren't here last week when we had a great week. Just saying.
Can y'all just leave?
Back with you after this.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
I lived with back and neck pain for 10 years.
I lived with pain for 10 years.
I lived with left knee pain for about a year.
I tried everything from pain medication to cortisone shots.
I did not want to go under the knife.
And then I found QC Kinetics.
Their holistic treatments fixed my back and my neck.
Their regenerative treatments fixed my knees.
Their natural treatments helped heal my knee pain.
Without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
If you want to be free from pain, come to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, 252-645-6458.
Want to make your day better? Order a large original crust, one-topping pizza from Papa John's for only $9.99. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99. Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points from your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the hot deals this summer with Employee Pricing Plus. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee. There has truly never been a better time to buy. Come check out the Ram 1500 at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and get savings up to $12,000 on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. You pay the exact same thing as a factory employee on a new Ram, and they still have 2024 Ram Heavy Duties in stock. Save up to $15,000 with employee pricing on the longest-lasting heavy-duty work trucks in the market. You'll also pay what a factory employee pays on a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Save up to $9,000 on America's most awarded SUV. And an unprecedented $6,000 off on a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, tags, title, and $8.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholistico.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio.
Brace yourselves, lads.
The voice of the pirate nation.
I do know a thing or two about pirates.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years of excellence this year. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. Stop by their 30,000-square-foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler mowers, and Stihl equipment, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50 years of trusted service. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, 50 years of quality, reliability, and adventure. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we immediately have to take a break, but I think we also have time to cry.
That sounded very preppy.
No!
What, Rufio?
Sad boy.
Oh, God. How did these critics not see this part and write those words that they wrote? Unbelievable.
Didn't warm your heart.
I'm really angry about
this. That
this.
took literally 10 seconds, and my heart is warm.
Yeah. And it's not because it's 95 degrees outside.
No.
It's because a grown man, Dustin Hoffman, stabbed a kid in the chest.
Rain Man stabbed a kid in the chest.
What are you doing with those headphones?
I was about to put the headphones on.
That damn heat's getting to you, man.
When I get emotional, I can't control myself.
You know what? I'll join you.
I saw you pick them up, and I'm like, what is going on?
My original OG headphones only have sound. I'm like Fisticuffs, the famous rapper. I can't hear out of my left ear.
Turn up my snare.
Put some treble in it. Put some treble in it. All right. Yeah, we need to take a break. That was a weird hour of Pirate Radio Live. We talked to Brian Bailey, and then we talked about Hook for 30-plus minutes.
And coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, Hook. More Hook.
We got Dustin Hoffman on the line.
We need to find one of the... Oh, and then after our Hook conversation, I said, what was that song about 10 years ago about Peter Pan? And Chandler found it and played it, and we legitimately about cried.
Yeah.
It's a great song by Ruth B.
And now the question is to the critics is, did she tell the story right?
I want to read some critic reviews of that song. Unimaginative, awful retelling of Peter Pan. All right, when we return, a couple of guys I hope never grow old. Justin Hardy and Colby Wallace.
It was just a bunch of lost boys.
We got that when we return after this.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. Serving Greenville and all of Eastern North Carolina since 2009, Unshakable Builders turn visions into reality with craftsmanship you can count on. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking Cooking Around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Here with Bryant Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Bryant, talk about your service that you have at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, we've got a great group of technicians that work on all makes and models of vehicles. We're here to check out your car, give you some advice, fix the things that are needed, and maybe get you on the right path to taking care of it down the road.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, finding the car you're looking for. Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back at Langley Contracting. They are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and have a 25-year roof warranty. And they can handle your gutter installation too, so everything's seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, trying to get back on track, even though Chandler and I watched Hook during the break. The Captain Hook intro scene, awesome.
Yeah.
I don't understand these critics at all. Never will. Let's get back to reality and talk to Colby Wallace, East Carolina third baseman / pitcher. We'll find out what he's up to this summer. Bit of a Wi-Fi issue on some of this interview, but we'll get something out of it. So let's hear my chat with Colby Wallace. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, East Carolina third baseman / pitcher, Colby Wallace, joining us on the program. Colby, good to catch up with you. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, doing great. Where are you talking to us from right now? Where are you located?
I'm in my host family's house right now. I'm about to head over to the bus because we got a away game today.
So playing with the Newport Goals, I believe. We'll get an update on how your summer's going. Tell us about the host family. Who are you staying with? And I'm always fascinated by the idea of a host family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm living with his name's Tony, but his dog's actually in my room right now.
What's up?
Really nice. I'm living with two of them, and they got their grandson here, and I've got it upstairs, and it's really nice. About 20 minutes from the field.
Is it like awkward at first, or I mean, you've played summer ball before? I'm assuming these people may have been host families in the past. So what's it like getting to know a new family for a few weeks?
Yeah, it's pretty awkward, but they've done it before, so they're very open with their home and telling me I can get food whenever I want to, and they'll cook whenever. So it's really good. They're a good family, so it makes it better.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Let's talk about your play on the field, Colby. And first of all, like when you're playing ball this summer, other than just getting reps and staying active, anything in particular you want to improve on, whether it be defense, hitting, or you pitching at all? Like, what are you trying to maybe fine tune this summer?
I mean, right now it's just kind of more hitting. I'm trying to be on time, hitters counts, and just trying to get better swings off earlier in the counts right now because, I've been doing well with 2 strikes, and it's just kind of missing that first pitch or second pitch, and kind of just really just working on timing because, I try not to mess with the swing because the swing's what I got. So.
You doing any pitching at all, or is it all hitting and third for you?
I haven't pitched yet. I'm not really sure if I'm going to pitch yet, but we got a bunch of pitchers right now, so
yeah,
they're all just in the bullpen the whole time, yell.
How about moving forward, Colby, as far as playing with East Carolina? I mean, still a long ways to go, but you got fall ball and your next junior campaign, but. Do you plan moving forward to pitch? And if so, like, how do you, pitchers have a routine. So what are you going to do this off season to kind of keep your arm ready to go if you're called on next year?
Yeah, I plan on pitching next year. And, I'm kind of just, for the off season, it's kind of just making sure my arm is good to go, because I know they want me to play third first. So, just trying to keep the arm healthy and not, if I don't feel good, don't push it. But if I am ready to go, just keep getting off the mound and keep getting the feel of things and be ready when the name's called.
Colby Wallace joining us. I've talked to some of your teammates, Colby, about just the awesome end to the season for you guys and what you're able to do down in Clearwater, the 2 wins over Florida. We'll get more into those specifics in a moment. But what can you kind of put your finger on that led to the success down the stretch? It obviously wasn't the season as a whole that you wanted, but, man, you guys started winning when you needed to.
Yeah. I think we finally realized that if we didn't win, we weren't going anywhere. We were going home. So, I think it kind of, got us all together, and, we battled even till the last game. We gave Coastal a run, and I think that's what I was most proud of is we were even down in the conference tournament. We never gave up, but I felt like kind of during the season, once we lost that lead, it was kind of like just downhill from there. I think once we figured out that we could trust one another, like I get out, you got me, next man up, and that next man up mentality kind of helped us win all the games because, Ellerbe did really well in the conference and the regional, Dixon did really well. So, and our pitching stepped up. So.
Colby, it kind of stinks to ask the question this way, but it is what it is. It's the reality of the situation. Why did you decide to return? A lot of people wanted the services, I'm sure, of Colby Wallace, but you and a lot of your teammates will be back next year, and people are really excited about that. How about you personally? Why did you decide to return?
Yeah, ECU is my home. I'm not going anywhere. I committed here a long time ago, and I never wanted to go anywhere else. So even with the transfer portal, I don't even pay attention to it because I know ECU's home, and this is where I want to be. My family loves it. I love it, and I have a good relationship with the coaches. So I really enjoy it.
That's an awesome attitude, and a lot of people feel that way. Some don't. So when you see a teammate leave, obviously you want the best for them, but is it kind of frustrating too? Like, how do you kind of look at it when one of your brothers says, I'm going to go elsewhere?
Yeah, it's frustrating for sure, but I just kind of wish them the best because I know they're doing it for a reason. They may be doing it for reasons we don't.
Colby Wallace kind of in and out with us, breaking up on us a little bit. We need the host family to get some better internet next year. Colby, you still with us? I think we got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I back?
Yeah. You're kind of breaking up there. I think you were just saying that a lot of times we don't know, the full reasons for guys leaving. So.
Yeah. I just kind of believe that they're doing it in their best interest, and just tell them good luck and move on with it. Don't hold any grudges. Just move on with it because it's tough after being with them for a whole season.
So on that note, I've asked some of your teammates about this. A lot of ECU fans were rooting against Zach Root in the College World Series, and I saw a lot of your teammates rooting for Zach Root. So how do you kind of handle that? I mean, we saw Colby Thorndike, man. You got to say he came up huge against East Carolina and in the postseason. So how do you kind of look at that when one of your guys is having success that's not with you anymore?
Yeah, it was. I like seeing them succeed no matter what. It's baseball. I know how it goes, and I know it can be frustrating. So anytime a player that I used to play with succeeds, it's pretty fun to watch. So I try not to hold grudges that bad when I'm watching them play. So. But if they're playing against us, I don't want them to be good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand that. Colby, getting to know you a little bit, and not really personally, but just you coming in here, pretty quiet, kind of low-key guy. You let your play do the talking. From what I understand, Florida let their mouths do the talking.
Yeah.
How sweet was it to get those 2 wins? Because they gave you a little extra motivation, from what I understand.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, we were kind of looked like kind of zombies walking into the field because we had a late night, and we saw that get going, and once we got in the cages we were all fired up. So I mean, to be honest, they just lit a fire underneath us. I really don't think it helped them at all, so I think it actually helped us a lot.
You've played baseball now for the majority of your life. Have you ever experienced an opposing coach act the way that Kevin O'Sullivan did to Parker Bird? Ever?
No, I really haven't. Not before the games even started. To be honest, I've never seen it happen before the game, before we even started going.
Crazy deal. Pirates beat Florida not once but twice in the Conway Regional. Colby, tell us about the league you're in and the competition and your team. You seeing pretty good pitching every night up there?
Yeah, the pitching's been top tier. They've all been throwing out there really good arms, and we've got good arms. We've actually been, I think since I've been here, we've scored 0 runs twice, but past 2 games we've gotten double-digit hits, so we're starting to get rolling now, and everybody's starting to look a little better.
Any other Pirates up there in that Northeast League?
Jack Herring's up here, I think. He's a little ways away, but he's in the same league.
So what do you?
Braxton. I know Braxton was supposed to come up here, but he hurt his shoulder.
Gotcha. What what are your plans? When does this season end, Colby? And then how much time do you have between summer ball and then when you guys get back together for fall ball? Because it's a pretty strenuous schedule for you guys, right?
Can you hear me?
Nah. I missed your start to that answer. Just kind of your schedule the rest of the way here.
I normally get done beginning of August, and then I think I get like 2 weeks before I head back to school, and then it's kind of a
yeah. We're gonna have to we'll have to get that internet figured out at the old host family's home. Colby, we'll go ahead and wrap it up with you if you're still with us.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm still here.
We got most of your conversation, but yeah, tell the host family what's up. Tell them to get a little better Wi-Fi. But no, we appreciate you joining us, man, and wishing you the best of luck. We'll keep up with how you're doing this summer and catch up.
There is Chandler watching Hook and Colby Wallace joining us today on the program. Looking forward to seeing Mully, Ken Watlington, some guys near around my age, and asking them if they like Hook, the movie. And looking forward to Colby's host family getting good internet.
They need it because they need to watch Hook.
Okay, I love that movie, Chandler. But are you really going to watch it the rest of the show?
I was just watching this thing. There's 2 minutes left of it.
You've been watching it for the last 20 minutes.
So I watched the scene where
we'll take a time out. Come
where
back.
Hook comes out.
Justin Hardy joins us after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
Calling all young artists, dancers, gamers, and dreamers. Registration is now open for Building Hope's 5-week creative arts camp, where imagination meets inspiration. Camp includes a weekly field trip, swim days, 2 meals, and 2 snacks daily. Only $40 to register and $80 per week. Plus, sibling discounts are available. Spots are filling up fast, and camp starts June 30th. Register today at buildinghopennc.org.
Arr, matey, this old ship's looking worse than a sea monster's backside. Look at these splintered planks, this saggy deck. It's a bloody mess.
You be right, mate. Even the galley's a disaster. Me kitchen's more like a dungeon than a place for cooking.
What we need is someone who can fix this old tub, make it shine like treasure.
Wait, I've heard of KDL Construction in Greenville. Kathy Herring and her crew do magical things with remodeling. They can fix up kitchens, bathrooms, even whole ships. Homes.
Aye, and she talks to her crew like a true captain. No surprises, just smooth sailing. I heard they got a skilled crew with cabinets, counters, and everything we need.
Aye, let's call KDL Construction, mate. It's time to turn this rust bucket into a beauty. I'm gonna visit KDLConstructionLLC.com today.
KDL Construction, turning your home from shipwrecked to ship-shape. Arr!
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Hey O's fans, the 2025 Birdland Hawaiian shirt is here. This year, fans have 2 chances to receive one of the most popular giveaways in Birdland. Be one of the first 15,000 fans on Tuesday, July 8th, or one of the first 20,000 fans on Saturday, July 12th, for your chance to get this season's Hawaiian shirt. Join in on the fun when Tropical Vibes meets Orioles baseball. Get your tickets and be sure to arrive early. Buy tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere. On air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. Shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. And do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Flip.
All right. Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. We'll keep the interviews rolling and talk to Deuce, future East Carolina Hall of Famer. Now with the Ottawa Red Blacks, Justin Hardy, who got in the win column for the first time in 2025. We'll hear about...
And Andre, that's game!
They currently have a 1-game winning streak. Shout out Coach Ivory. And here's my chat with Justin Hardy.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, ECU great Justin Hardy joining us. Justin, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Can't complain. How you guys doing?
Doing great, and congratulations in the win column for the first time in 2025.
Yes, sir.
So, how'd it feel to get that first W?
I felt good. Played 3 games. Getting that first dub is going to be crucial. Moving forward. Knowing what it feels like to win. Just stacking those days.
The headline said Red Blacks, despite the elements, get the win. So I understand maybe some tough weather to play in. What was it like on Saturday?
Very tough. It was raining, and it was probably around like 30 degrees.
Oof.
So it was cold, too.
Is that about the worst, Justin, when you – I think about this isn't a fun memory for ECU fans, but you guys going to Temple and losing, and a lot of the talk there was the weather was so brutal that day, very windy from what I understand, but also cold and rainy. Is that like the worst possible conditions, or what about a 90-degree day? Is that worse than what you played in?
No, I would love a 90-degree day. We can really throw the ball at the end of the day. But when it's raining and windy and cold, it's a little bit hard to throw the ball. Got to rely on the run game a lot. So those games are very brutal.
Yeah, and looking at your numbers, only 2 targets, 1 catch. So
we're going to see those numbers rise. But is some of that just due to the weather and style of the game and stuff like that?
Yes, sir, definitely that. Like I said, I think we only do the ball maybe 20 times. Maybe.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a heavy run game with the rain and the wind and it being so cold.
You guys are all professionals. You've been playing football your whole lives at this point, but even at that level, is it a better mood around practice, around the locker room after a win, Justin? You got to forget the good and the bad, I know, but like, you feel any different this week maybe after a win?
Oh, definitely. It definitely felt different. Like I said, getting that win and seeing what it feels like from here on out, because those days, knowing where we're trying to be at, as far as like playing football goes.
I know we talked to you last week, had some questions about the quarterback situation there with your starter being out. What's the situation there? How's the team health heading into week 4?
Hopefully it's good. Like I said, today is an off day for us, so not being in the facility, not really seeing anybody like that, so I won't know that until day 1. But as of right now, I feel like everything is solid.
And everything's good with you?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Good deal. Who you got coming up this week?
We play Toronto this week.
Where at?
Home.
Good deal. Another home game. Maybe the crowd will be fired up coming off that first win. You played, I think, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday at this point. When's your what day's your game on this week?
I want to say we play Sunday this week.
Okay, might as well, right? Get them all in. Does that schedule mess with you at all, Justin? I mean, you guys are like creatures of habit, so do you just kind of adjust your week depending on when you play?
Yeah, pretty much. I think since being up here, I really kind of lose sight of what day it really is. I just know it's 3 days of practice. On the 4th day, we walk through, we travel. If it's a away game, walk through if it's a home game, and then on day 5 it's a game. So I just kind of schedule myself to those 5 days and kind of lock in.
You, man, you're up there in the bubble, and even when you're not, even when you were here in Atlanta, you kind of focused on yourself and your career and your family. But did you follow anything? Are you aware that the NBA Finals are over?
I am aware. I did see that.
I believe a Canadian won the MVP, right? I believe SGA is Canadian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's Canadian. Yep.
Yeah. But man, awesome year for him and the Thunder. They win, and some other big NBA news. Kevin Durant traded to the Houston Rockets. Who's your guy? Everybody's got a guy, Justin. Like, who's your favorite NBA guy? Are you Jordan's the GOAT, or were you a Kobe guy, LeBron guy? Like, who's your NBA guy?
All-time favorite is Michael Jordan, but
okay. I'm
a LeBron fan since he was in high school, so I've been a LeBron fan for a long time.
Well, your longevity still has a ways to go to catch him, but you're an elder statesman in the league right now, so keeping up the good work for sure. Justin Hardy joining us, and Justin, how about at this point in we've been talking to some guys from the football program. Rajay Harris, who's no longer with ECU, was talking about how he misses being around the guys, but doesn't necessarily miss these summer workouts. What do you remember about summer workouts in hot eastern North Carolina in Greenville?
It was brutal. But at the same time, I feel like that kind of helped us out during the year. The summer workouts kind of really set the stage for the season coming up. So I feel like a lot of the guys brought into what we had going on in the summertime, and we was able to showcase that in the fall.
And not a whole lot of coaches around, Justin. So how much did you and Shane get together during the summer on your own time? And boy, we saw it turn into big things on the field.
We was together weekly. Even though the coaches wasn't there, we made sure we got together at least 2 times a week to at least throw passes or do a 7-on-7 versus the defense.
Yeah, and like I said, certainly did pay off. Justin Hardy joining us. Justin, what kind of stuff do you guys do up there? Did they ask you to get involved with the community? Do you do any kind of like camps or meet and greet fan type stuff? Like if you walk around Ottawa? Do people know, hey, that's Justin Hardy? Like, how much are you recognized, and how much stuff do you do with the fans in the community?
Yeah, we do a lot with the community. As part of the Red Blacks, we are very big in the community, doing different things. As far as being known in Ottawa, I'm not for sure. We do have a banner up of me in Ottawa, so I guess everybody can see my face for the first time outside of the helmet. But as far as like just coming up to me, I don't think so.
Which I'm sure you're perfectly fine with that. You like to keep to yourself anyway. Justin Hardy joining us, courtesy of Social House Vodka. Social House and the J-Rock Limited, good in all weathers, whether it's a 95-degree day here in Greenville, nice cool drink, or even if you need to warm up your insides if you're up there in Ottawa, it'd be nice to get you some Social House, some J-Rock Limited Edition. Check it out today, socialhousevodka.com. All right, Red Blacks in the win column, and hopefully some good. Have you looked ahead at the weather? You can get some better weather this week, Justin?
I hope so. As of right now, it's 100 degrees in Ottawa, so
Damn.
it's more so like North Carolina right now.
Man, well, just don't catch a cold or something. You're going from 30 to 100. It's tough. But,
right.
yeah, hopefully some good passing conditions and a big one coming up for Deuce. Justin Hardy coming up this weekend.
All right, our
Justin,
weekly chat with Justin Hardy. Get his own vodka at socialhousevodka.com and enjoy some CFL. Congratulations to him getting in the win column. Texted old Sneed the other night because, man, he's got off to a great start to his season. Said, awesome start. Congrats, man. Keep it going. And he gave me a appreciate you. Yes, sir, no doubt. And then one of these, John.
Oh, sweet.
He gave me one of these.
I love that.
Yeah.
This
is a thumb out, pointer finger extended, pinky extended.
Yeah.
Other two fingers down.
That's it's I love you in sign language, ain't it?
As Cam
I didn't know we were that close.
No. Wait, do that again. That is I love you in sign language.
Tyler Sneed loves me. No big deal. I didn't say I love you back.
Just send him this
No,
the
what
emoji
if I
with
typed out I love you? Do you think he'd ever come on the show again?
Absolutely not.
As Cam Newton once said, one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love.
That was not cringy at all, right?
No.
Okay.
If you had your own alcoholic beverage, what would you name it?
Brock's shots.
My pa goes to a brewery back out where we're from.
That's too long of a title.
And
can I get my pa goes out to a brewery somewhere?
Their domestic light is called the Jarrett for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Mine would be Chon with the wind. Chon with the wind? Don't do it to me, Shirley.
Dude, if Wes was here, he'd be
he would come in here and slap me.
That ain't funny.
Well, that's not a good way to treat your listeners with stuff like that.
Chon with the wind?
Yeah, it's
Heck yes.
It's not a good name for a beer.
It's not.
I don't think
this is
so.
this is like a cocktail. A cocktail?
Okay.
If you will.
Because
What's in the Chon?
It's gonna like mess you up because it's strong.
Yes.
Okay.
Chon with the wind.
What's in the Chon with
Your
the wind?
3 sheets to the wind.
What's in it?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's got to have some kind of southern play to it. Atlanta, it's got to be a peach. Peach. Put some peach in there.
Put some peach schnapps.
Because that's Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Georgia. Yeah. So Chon with the wind.
Mine will be called, what's a movie that rhymes with clip? Dip, sip.
Chips.
Chip, clips, chip, rip.
Rip Hamilton.
The clip Hamilton.
It's got a mask on it?
Yeah.
How would that work? Yeah, I don't know, John. You got me.
Hard Brock.
Now, that's great, but maybe we'll see if we can come up with something better. Jamie says, we did so good in the Norby video. He liked our acting. He wants us to act out a scene from Hook since this is slow sports time.
We could definitely do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely get on.
Smee. Who wants to play Smee?
I feel like you're looking at Smee. You kind of look like Smee.
Oh, come on. Oh, stop.
Oh, you stop.
Oh, stop it.
Jenny says she likes Hook. She can be Julia Roberts.
She can be Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Do you think, you said you're going to ask K-Dub and Mully, you think Mully likes that movie?
Mully doesn't like anything, so he's going to say no.
I'm sure.
And I'm going to say, what's your favorite movie? And it'll be like, oh, The Natural. And then that'll be end of discussion.
Probably The Rookie.
It'll be like, you got me on this show to ask me that question.
I still die laughing just thinking about when you had the Big Rock guy on. It's like, the hell are you going to talk to him about?
What are you going to ask him what they had for lunch?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Because it was raining all that day.
I mean, Mully's a grade A hater.
I love it.
Exactly. That's your kind of person right there. I think we have plenty to talk to Mully about tomorrow with the College World Series, the ejection. We'll get his thoughts on that and more. When we return, Fleet Feet Rundown, we will talk about that. Have some topics. We'll see what Bone comes up with. Good luck, buddy. We'll do that.
I think you gave me one earlier.
Yeah, put that one up there. Chandler's excited about that one. Back with you after this.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
My whole business just went up in flames. But my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This June, it's employee pricing time at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You heard right. You pay what we pay. Get up to $12,000 off the Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the 2025 Ram 1500. Looking for adventure? We've got employee pricing on the 2025 Jeep Wrangler and the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee. These deals are hotter than a Carolina summer, but only for a limited time. Hurry to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today, where you don't need a badge to get the employee discount. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
What's going on, guys? This is Inky Johnson. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or call them at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. They are open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley.
Great to have you back, Charles.
Great to have you back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
We'll get the Fleet Feet rundown. We got a surprise appearance from A-Harp, Alex Harper, on Friday. That was awesome. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
Here's something I'll do on the Fleet Feet rundown. Maybe this is the time people start getting into baseball, since basketball, hockey, everything's kind of ended. So quick standings update in Major League Baseball. The Bronx Bombers 2.5 ahead of Tampa Bay in the AL East. Biggest disappointment of the year might be the Baltimore Orioles, who are 11 games under 500 and 12 games out of first place in the East, 33 and 44. The Detroit Tigers are 49-30 and have an 8.5 game lead over Gavin Williams' Guardians. Detroit leading the Central, and meet the new boss, same as the old boss in the AL West. It is the Houston Astros, 5 games up on the Mariners. In the National League, the Phillies have overtaken the Mets for first place in the NL East. Braves got to be on that most disappointing list. They are 35-41, taking on the Metropolitans tonight in New York. Cubs lead the Central at 46-31, 3.5 up on the Brewers, 4.5 up on red hot Alec Burleson and the St. Louis Cardinals, and of course the Dodgers leading out west. But San Francisco Giants and Rafael Devers, new addition, right on their heels, 3.5 back in the West. That is a look at your MLB standings update. All right, on the Fleet Feet rundown, Thomas Castellanos. What is that?
He was old Boston College quarterback, now with
yeah.
Florida State, and he said this about playing Alabama. They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me. Thought that was an odd quote.
Yeah,
from a guy who struggled at Boston College
and
goes to a struggling Florida State.
Bet on Alabama.
Yes.
Is that week 1?
I don't know.
NBA injury problems. The NBA's over. Why are there injury problems?
Well, it's just, I mean, we've seen so many guys this year and over the last few years tear their ACLs, rupture their Achilles.
Do we need to have a robust discussion about this?
We need to sit down and have a couple of.
It is week 1, that game, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know. There's got to be some way to shorten the playoffs, shorten the regular season.
I have always wondered about this.
Play on real grass.
I don't remember a lot of ACLs, and maybe it was because I was young and not paying attention enough. But like in the 90s in the NFL, like, were they not looking for it? Did they not know what it was? Because probably these guys had injuries back in the day, and just played through them. And who knows? Maybe some of them out-toughed it, but I'm sure a lot of them had their career shortened due to injuries that weren't diagnosed, or they didn't have all the training stuff. I have thought, like, do we over analyze injuries, and like, are we too protective of our players now? But then, like, the investments are so huge, that it's frustrating to me that, all right, he might sit out this week in a big game because we're gonna need the one that really got me, Chon, was the Steven Strasburg thing, and we're like, all right, here's our plan for him. We're gonna pitch him through the All-Star break and then shut him down the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Like, well, why don't you do that like the second half of the season? Or like, so sometimes I wonder, because it wasn't like that back in the day. If you were there in a uniform, you played. I'm not saying it's better. I'm sure it's better for some because, hey, we're tough, da-da-da.
But it could be just about like building that callus. Instead of sitting out all these games, why don't you go and play, and maybe your body will get used to all this rigorous movement.
Jamie says they train so much now. Maybe he's saying less training, less games would be good.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, guys weren't spending $100 million on their body. One, they didn't make that much money, but like they were going out smoking cigars, drinking beer, playing golf in between games, going to clubs, throwing people through windows. Mm-hmm. And now everybody's kind of soft. They're more focused on spending time with their kids and training and taking care of themselves and their family, instead of focus on being a real athlete.
The problem with athletes is that they're being great father figures.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I want to hear about Anthony Edwards is a perfect example where he's having kids and it's just like, I'll pay you the 18 years advancement of child support so I don't have to be a part of their life.
That's your kind of guy.
That's my this is all a joke. But, that could be something.
Could be something to it. Let's look at injuries for good dads versus injuries to deadbeat dads. Sean Kemp, he was known for having a lot of kids. Played a long time in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. I got one for you.
Long career.
I got one.
Long weekend.
Phillip Rivers.
So he would be considered a good dad who didn't get hurt a lot. Okay.
All right. Yep. He got like 10 kids.
Yeah.
That man got 10 kids.
He grown man.
But there's a lot of time in between NFL games to where, like, hey,
recovery.
I can train, I can recover, I can take care of my kids.
And nowadays, you can't even breathe on the quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. NFL sleepers. What are we sleeping on?
I just figured there's got to be a team we all think that nobody is really talking about that could do some damage this season. I think the Arizona Cardinals are one of them.
Ooh.
After my conversation with Bo Brock later last week.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah.
Sleeper. Who we sleeping? Who's sleeping?
Are people sleeping on the Broncos? I know you are.
I'm not. I took their over. 9.5.
No.
I mean, I would say the 49ers coming off of 6-11, but I don't think you could call them a sleeper.
I'm still in Clip's pick from years past. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
You can have them. Honestly, I do think the Cowboys could have a good year.
Yeah, it's just the run game that concerns me.
Yeah.
That's what it all goes back to.
All right, National Day update. How do you feel about a Detroit-style pizza?
Now, what is the Detroit-style pizza?
Is that where it's a deep dish but made regular?
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
What makes it Detroit style? It starts with the crust. Damn, Chandler, you were so fired up about that pizza. And it was, and to your credit, you said it had 3 meats on it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
never seen
that. And I'm not saying that's what made it special, but the temperature of the pizza,
okay,
the crunch,
okay,
there was hardly any flop. Like, it was just a perfectly made pizza.
The funny part about that is you go on that long rant on the pregame show, and then after you hang up, we look up the place, and it's like the worst rated pizza spot in Little Italy.
It was like all those movie reviews about Hook.
Yeah.
I heard they show Hook in the
They did. Restaurant. I watched half of it there.
Detroit style starts with the crust, deep and thick in composition, yet light and airy in taste.
Airy?
Deep is an understatement. Shout out. Shout out Steve Smith.
Now,
is this a reference that we need to...
Yeah, from the lady.
Oh.
I hadn't heard from old Smitty in a while.
He's been at Panthers practice.
Was she the one that said that?
He said
that?
Wait, maybe she, I don't know. Either way, they were talking about Detroit style.
Destroying what? The steel square pans borrowed from the auto industry.
Wow.
Give it a unique shape and one-of-a-kind flavor. Yeah, I don't really... I don't have much experience with it other than like Little Caesars, which is not
pretty
good. A chain, but that is like Detroit based, right? It's National Hydration Day. You ain't kidding, because it's hot. It's Pecan Sandies Day.
What is that? What's the Pecan Sandy?
It's a cookie.
Oh.
You can buy them, just about anywhere. It's like a shortbread cookie, and it's got bits of pecan in it.
They will remind you of the shortbread cookies your grandma used to make.
Okay.
Mommy Mo.
They have
I'll smash anybody's grandma.
They have they have a sand-like texture with chopped pecans inside of them. Nice. I love eating sand. It is National Pink Day.
The singer or the color?
The song. Singer? The song by Aerosmith.
Oh.
Dating back to the 14th century, to pink means to decorate with a perforated or punched pattern. Pink is my favorite color. Happy Pink Day. Y'all got anything else?
Happy National Pink Day.
Mm-hmm. When we return, should they reboot Hook? And if so, who should play those roles? We'll have that for you. By the way, in our video, Joel says Bone is Rufio. That stinks, but I get it. He's the young, cool guy.
I'm cool.
Clip is Peter Pan. Chon's the guy that lost his marbles. Joe says, about time we started having some serious food discussion. Joel says, when are y'all getting Epstein back on? I don't know. I need to talk to Ariel.
Oh,
see what she's up to. Back with you to wrap it up after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Right now we have GMC 1500 Elevation 0.9% or $78.50 off. That truck also has $359 lease special. For Buick, we got the all-new Enclave. It's beautiful. It's big. It can handle all of your luggage, kids, towing, anything. Brownwood Buick GMC, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of a 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the stock market to kick off the week. The Dow was up 374 points at 42,581. The NASDAQ was up 183 points at 19,630. The S&P was up 57 at 6,025. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, enjoyed hanging out with y'all today. Some say too much hook talk, some say not enough. I'll be back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. We got a Pirate Radio football kickoff party announcement. We've got Bryce Williams. We've got Mully Man. We got Coach Mack. And we've got Cornell Powell coming up on Tuesday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Chan Man, J-Bone, Shirley Rhodes, I am Clip Brock. Talk to you Tuesday at 3. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.